Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Saturday. Glad you're with us today. 3 big hours live from Los Angeles and an incredible show. We've got so many big values, so many special pieces, a lot of new, and actually a really couple of exotic stones that we're going to share with you, including a Cashmere certified sapphire. You know that's going to be good. We also have a really, really rare, and I know we just brought you one the other day, but we have really what is the only blue garnet out there, but it's actually got a little bit more phenomenal quality to it than even a typical garnet. We're going to see that as well and tell you a little bit about this newer find. And we also have just insane values. It's so good. This Saturday is meant for shopping. It is meant for a big sale. We've got some of our classics here as well. We're going to bring you an Asher cut. We haven't seen one of those in a while. An Asher cut blue wing black D, one of our favorites to see. Also, really deep discounts on some important ruby and some very special demantoid out of Russia, but there's also going to be some really special diaspores, and we've got classic favorites like tennis bracelets and hoop earrings in the inside out style and a lot more. So it's going to be a fun day ahead, a lot of big values. Let us know if you have any requests as well, and then there are going to be some premieres here in beautiful one-of-a-kinds that we're looking forward to. We even have a necklace that has coral and turquoise by the yard. It's coming up shortly. You want to make sure you're on the phone lines for that one really early. We do have a lot of one-of-a-kind, so the best thing to do is to jump in early. Most everything I've got is a one only, so we'll see. Oh, by the way, we have some Winzas too, so continue to bring out because we just seem to not be able to get enough of these. We've got a really special collection of 4 different pieces, all marked down. They're really cool patterns because, of course, that's the beauty of them is that they're those really special. We don't really call them bicolors, but we call them zone, but they are going to give you multiple colors in basically your reds and your blues and your purples. So we're going to see that, and that's going to be a lot of fun as well. So it's going to be a night or a day. We might just party on into the night the way this lineup is looking, and we do have really special Fawn diamond that's affordable, Paraiba to start, great diaspores. Some of the really intense discounts are right here up front. So let's get started. We've got a special Paraiba right here that is going to be one of their cleanest, and you know, it's tougher to get this stone in an affordable anything, right? No matter what size, no matter what it is. So we're really excited to have this for you because it's going to be at number 9002, and it's our only one we've got. So it's a really important value that's coming your way, and that's just, I'd like to start the show with something that's going to set the tone for the values of the day, and this certainly is it. So looking forward to what we got going on here, and yet you've got a special way to get a beautiful Paraiba that I promise you is the most affordable option we have here. By far. So sometimes affordable means like, get it under $5,000. We're actually making this 32-point stone even more affordable, and it's got a classic mounting with 65 points in diamonds around it. It's going to be in the white gold or the yellow gold, or if you want the rose gold, you can do that too. But how about, it's like a take on the signature mounting. It's got the double halo and then that bigger, wider band on the sides that is going to be the pave that you have. So that's really good looking. And then, of course, we only have this one. So I'm going to encourage you to get on the phone lines early because we're going to show you what we're made of this Saturday as far as sale event pricing. We are so close to spring. Spring kicks off officially on Monday. So getting ready for it, and maybe with the new season, new piece. I like the idea. So here we are with a 32-point Paraiba and 65 points. I got to try it on and then get ready because, again, affordable. Some people might be thinking $49.99. Oh, this one's kind of tiny. Wait a minute, it's a 5.5 and I'm going to put it on anyways. Take a look. And that means it might take an extra moment to get off. It is okay. There it is. That's going to be your beautiful, bright Paraiba. And it's in that, you know, it's funny, 32 points may not sound all that large. We know that any Paraiba is significant, but it's got a bigger look than that, I will say. So if you need an everyday wearable Paraiba, here it is. Again, change the gold if you want to. Double halo, that's 2/3 of a carat in diamonds, but it's not even $49, $39, $29, or $19.99. This is how we make one of the rare stones from planet Earth, affordable, easy to get, easy to wear. Don't forget, you've got wearability with this stone as well because it is exotic, but that doesn't mean it's not durable enough for everyday wear. This is a classic, and we're going to make it better than even $19.99. Only have one. Huge value here to start. It's going to keep going all day. We're going to make it $999 for Paraiba, and that doesn't happen. Has it ever happened? I'm trying to think. Have we ever done a Paraiba ring for $9.99? Even a little pendant or maybe a stud earring. I mean, you would never see that. So $9.99 only. We've got a lot of values that are going to be coming up straight away here. I'm going to get to that turquoise and coral. I want this necklace. Just going to come on, say it. I want this necklace badly. It's just one of those that I'm jealous of you guys getting to shop first here today, because I'm really feeling this next necklace that we're going to get to. Coral and turquoise by the yard, essentially. So that's going to be coming up. And $9.99, 30 seconds on this one, and then we got to go. Lots to do today, and glad you're with us. And it's a very, very special show. Wait till you see everything we're going to have. We even have a color changing sapphire. It's like the color change show. We've got diaspores. We've got the color change garnet. That's the blue garnet that's going to change like Alexandrite does. We've got a color change sapphire. It's like all the really unusual color change stones, which is weird to say because they're always unusual, but we got the extra special ones. So 10 seconds left. We are not leaving that here at $9.99. Take it if you love it. Try it. Get it at home. See what that's all about. Do not wait, whatever you do, because at $9.99, no other Paraiba here like it. That's an important style. So let's get to this. I'm going to show it to you from a distance so you can get an idea of the size. First off, because it's really impressive. I so badly want this necklace. Never seen anything like it here. Really excited about it because it's going to be what we love in this station style necklace, which we call by the yard. We typically do the diamond versions by the yard. We're going to see one here that is turquoise and coral alternating, two of the best. If you ask me, for a color blocking stone, these are both opaque stones, but amazing color blocking because they really work so well together, yet they're going to go with everything that you wear. And we only have the one, so I'm not even going to bother trying it on per se, because we'll put it against the neckline, but I wanted you to see it from a distance. This is not going to last. I wish we had 100 of them. And it's item number 40, and it's 18 karat solid gold. Oh my goodness, stop with it. 18 karat. And then you haven't seen the price tag. See, I know where this is going, and it's going to be really tiny little itty bitty price. So come on in early. Let's take a look at it on the hand here first. We'll see it that way. And the stations go all the way around. So if you look, we're giving you that 18-inch inlay, although they did something extra here. This is nice. I just noticed they put the O-ring also between a couple of the stones. So you've got two different lengths, actually. It's 18 max, and it looks like that'll be 16 on the other O-ring there that you have. But look at this. Oval stones here, and the turquoise are a little bit larger, and the coral a little bit smaller, and yet it's going to be, do I have carat weights? Yes, I do. They just totaled them all together here. 541 total weight in, it just says Sleeping Beauty. I gotta, you know what, guys? I'm not sure if they added the coral in, but either way, you're getting at least 541. You're either getting 541 in altogether or 541 just in turquoise, and then the coral is extra. Either way, it's yellow gold, it's 18K, two adjustable lengths. It is a spring ring clasp. I mean, what a beauty, and all bezel set, and there's no front, there's no back. Sometimes even with those faceted stones like the diamonds that we see, there's really kind of a front and a back, and it'll move and turn. Not with this one, because they're opaque stones. You've got, again, same look, whether it turns, moves, twists, and it will, right? As you, although they're a little larger and they're more flat in their cabochon cuttings, so actually it'll probably stay right where you put it. But again, no front or back, all bezel set stones. Let's show it against the neckline. We're going to make it less than $1,000, which already in my mind, done, right? If that's $9.99, I think we're living right. I think we're happy. But instead, you're not paying $9.99 or anywhere close. I would highly, highly, highly recommend this necklace. And there you can see they go all the way around to that. Again, that even symmetry that they put together with the two turquoise meeting up in the back near the clasp, and then your coral and turquoise the rest of the way. We don't have anybody on the phone lines yet. This is an important time to jump in, and then I'll also show you from a distance here, but also up close, you know, just so you can see the individual stones that you have and the quality of those Sleeping Beauty turquoise and the coral, and a bit actually more oval looking, but actually they're a little more freeform, if you will, on some. So oval-ish, and we'll call it, you know what, better than $888, better than $777. We'll go back on the hand. Size perspective, I think, is everything with this necklace. And the colors are, so this is, if that doesn't get you in the mood for warmer weather, sunshine, and spring and summertime months, I don't know what does, because that's what that necklace is all about. It's going to be $699. And don't forget, it's 18 karat solid gold as well. So you get all of the best and at least 541 in your really special opaque stones there. So $699, one only, and that'll be 30 seconds. I don't even know if it'll last that long. Unlikely it does, but hey, it's a beautiful style, and you get that richer element. You still see it, even though it's a finer gauge chain that is station styling these stones around and around and around. It's actually still going to be, of course, you can tell it's that 18 karat gold because it's that just richer metal in general. It's that richer color, that deeper color of the yellow gold. It's not a real difference maker when you talk about a white gold. You're not going to see the difference, but in the yellow, you can. So this is really exceptional. And again, they keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. So first caller, $6.99. That's here at the moment. But again, not likely that's going to stick around. You know, it takes a minute to get everybody arriving here on this busy Saturday. Glad you're with us, and hopefully you'll stay with us because you are going to see values that, I mean, every day we have values, but do you see something like this every day when we have a black opal, and wait till you see it actually move, all the different colors you're getting, really beautiful stone here. Now we've set it in the rose gold to start. You don't have to leave it that way. And we still have our Paraiba ring to start the show, so keep that in mind if you want to take that Paraiba for $9.99. The necklace I think Jason's getting perhaps, yeah. The necklace is sold out, so that's gone. And we do have 9551 here, which is going to be our 60-point black opal. That's a round to start. And then you also have the beautiful, let's call it a halo sort of, but it's really twisting and turning with this almost leaf-like design. When you first look at it, it almost looks like marquise cuts. They are rounds set together, and then you've got the rose gold. You don't have to leave it. So if you would prefer to have the white gold or the yellow gold, that is no problem at all. We'll make that happen for you. And hi, Paula. Well, let me see what Paula says this morning. And I can say this morning because I know she's on the west, well, not the coast, but she's on the west coast as far as time zones. So hi, Paula, good morning to you. And glad you're with me today. And I'll tell you what we're going to do on this one. Do you see all those colors? Look at the reds. And it's really, technically a roval, but don't say there aren't reds and yellows because they're there like a firestorm in that stone there, looking beautiful. It's a 60 point with 80 points in diamonds. And that's not going to stop me. Look at the beautiful yellows and the blues and the purples and all of that's happening there. And we're going to, oh, hi. Oh, Paula, I don't, oh, cool. All right. So here we go. I'm not sure. Yeah, good job. All right. So I think, did you pick those up, Paula? Those other pieces? This is what we're going to do on this one. I'm going to make it really, really special. $29.99 supposed to be. Let's just blow it out because we still have the Paraiba ring here from earlier. I'll make this $9.99 as well with the 80 points in diamonds. There's a mounting that should be more than $1,000 right there. And yet a really good lightning ridge black opal. I'm going to try this one on for you as well. Oh, that's great. And I'm so glad to see that. Paula, thank you so much. Thanks for shopping with us. I think that was a show I wasn't here. Thanks, Paula. Thank you. She picked up something kind of similar to what Jason's caller just got in that necklace, and she says she loves them and they're beautiful. That's great. So that's $9.99. I love those sets too. That's just turquoise. Oh, anything in turquoise. Never met a turquoise I did not like. Let's get to a last look at it up close. You got to see the little size perspective there. It's a lot of diamond weight. Really, really, really beautiful. Look at the greens. I love how you just get, again, colors that come out of seemingly nowhere through that play of color of that phenomena with the opal. Really specialty stone there. Lots to love about that one. Now you can see there's a lot of that red orange, so that's why we opted for the rose, but beautiful in the yellow and the white nonetheless. So some options there for you. Let me know if you'd like it. We're going to keep on moving. I got a lot to show you today, so I'm just going to move quickly, and then you call your operator and see if what you love is still available, because we just got to keep on rocking. We got so much to share. And of course, if you have any requests at all, let me know what those are. We're always helping you with requests. It's our favorite thing to do. There's nothing better than hearing from you and finding what you're looking for and then getting it to you. Who got that necklace, by the way, Jason? Azetta? Thank you. Wonderful. All right. Now, I do have another opal that's a little larger. And sometimes people seek out the blues and the greens. You know what? Let's go on a little opal party here. This is a much larger stone in a lot more gold. Okay, maybe it doesn't have 80 points in diamonds, but it is item number 3368, and it's got a 1 carat 58 black opal. Lightning ridge still, same mine. 26 points in diamonds, this time the halo, and then a few burnished diamonds in the sides of that heavy gold mounting. And I say heavy, it is. You've got a beautiful finished pattern on the inside. You've got natural black opal through and through. Another one where we're changing the gold color if you want to, which is a little bit surprising when you see this value. This is a formerly priced $39.99 opal ring. Not going to be today. Call me early. This is really, really, really special. And we still have that round if you want it, but I just want to give you another option if you want just a different look entirely, different setting, different mounting, different type, but also the different colors from this lightning ridge where it's that intense blue base color, and then you've got the greens all the way through, which are really those electrified, bright neon green colors that you have. But it is going to be a wild one. I am really, really loving this one. This is going to be, okay, are you guys ready? Inside finished under gallery. Look at the colors all the way through. I like that sometimes with the blue greens, you see just a little bit of green and it's in one segment of the stone. This being such a large stone, you don't always expect to see the greens all the way through like this. So it's no matter how it moves, I mean, you see it here, no matter how it's going to move or angle, you're always going to get that heavy dose of the blue and the green, and it's really mixed evenly through, and that's Mother Nature for you, doing a really exceptional job. There's the size of the ring from a distance. I don't know why this hand shot every Saturday morning is so zoomed far back, so let me move it in a little bit for you so you can see. And it's going to be a dome style, and you know what we'll do instead of $39? I was going to make this one $9.99 as well. That whole ring with all that extra gold that you have there, that's $9.99. So we have two options. Either the 80 pointer you saw a moment ago with the, not the 80 pointer, the 80 points in diamonds, that is, with that roval stone, or you can get, for the same price, you can get the 158 with this heavy gold mounting and the diamonds around it. And it's either way, and you're changing the gold too if you want to. So if that's the deal breaker, don't let it be. So $9.99 for either or, and I'll give you an option here side by side. So that's what we've had momentarily. We had that one a moment ago, and then that's going to give you a little smaller stone but more diamond weight, changing the gold on either. There you can kind of imagine what that left side would look like in rose gold. Maybe you're imagining what the right side would look like in the white gold. So let me know which one you prefer. We've only got one of each. Of course, opals are always unique that way. Don't get to see opals that match up identically. Sometimes they'll coordinate, but you don't usually see identical matches in an opal, not if they're natural, and these are. So we'll see who's got which one. I know we've got two people talking about them, so we'll see who's taking which one. Let me know quickly, since they are one of a kind, Allison or Jalen. It looks like we're both verifying pretty seriously here on those two, so we'll see who's got which one. And then moving on, because $9.99, that could not be better, could it? What a spectacular way to get opals at a huge discount and a huge value. So let me know which one's going, and then we're going to show you. Are you ready for the certified color change sapphire? Or maybe we wait another minute or two. We've got that special blue garnet. I have the most rockin' Kunzite. It's the cutting, it's the style. Now, I don't have technically a heart-shaped Kunzite, but this is as close as we're going to get. Anybody taking either of those? Not yet? No? $9.99 for either. I know we get used to great values, but yes. All right, so the one on the left side with all the gold, that big dome style, just sold. So we have the one on the right side available if you want it, which is that one with the bigger diamond weight. So it's kind of like a give or take. So let's take a look one more time here. That one, I'm going to move that aside, and then we'll just show you one more look at item number 9551, which is right here, which is going to give you that 80-point diamond weight and the 60-point roval stone. We're going to get to that Kunzite, which looks like a heart shape. It's not technically, but it is very close, and then we have gone ahead and emphasized the great cutting you have. So let me make sure my microphone's not interfered with here. You can still hear me, guys? Okay. So here we go. Coming up next, the Kunzite's on the way. It's going to be item number 20164. And this one's available at $9.99. Now we're going to get into a real, this is a superstar exotic here. It's technically a pear shape, but the heart shape mounting around it really emphasizes that you have that beautiful exotic look. It's item number 164. It's brand new today. It's going to be a big 471 Kunzite with all that saturated, best of the best color. Now again, we've done this in the rose gold. No problem to change that out. I personally would do white gold, and then just have that gold border of the heart-shaped design kind of be an extension of the diamonds you see there, which are large. You got a lot of large diamonds there, impressive. The way they go all the way around, that really starts as an individual halo, and then it's the sides that just kind of transition in to that pave, kind of like what we saw earlier in the Paraiba that we had. And it's a 1 full carat even in diamonds. And if you'd like this one, I know it's not a heart shape per se, but it certainly looks like it when you see it from a little bit of a distance. Again, we're very, trained up close and personal there to show you every nuance and every detail of the stone and the diamonds and the workmanship. But when you see it from a distance, what you're really going to notice is the outer edges of that gold and the way that that's going to make it appear and create the illusion that actually the stone does have that specific heart-shaped quality to it. So we're thrilled to have it. It's unusual, certainly, and let's try it on. And if you want to switch it in gold, no problem. Just give us an extra day or two and we can make that happen for you, no problem. But that's a really good looking stone. It's got a lot of those intense purples and blues. It's really an orchid color. When you get into top Kunzites, they're not just pink anymore. They're not just a light pale pink. They have that really beautiful purple, intense, almost blue color to them. And we're going to make it really, really affordable because why not? This whole show, because guys, I went through literally hundreds and hundreds of pieces this morning. Every piece in this show today is hand selected to be some of the best values. And it doesn't matter if it's brand new or if it's something you know and have seen before. It's going to be incredible, incredible values. That's the way it's going. So how about this one? And please, 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 already we've had a lot of people missing out on pieces. We had a lot of people miss out on that opal just a moment ago. Had a lot of people miss out on that coral and turquoise necklace. We don't want you to miss out. So you've got to call early, whatever you do. Even before you see the price, I know it sounds crazy, but you got to do it because these are the kind of pieces, and trust me, the values today are so, so strong. It's really good. It's a Saturday worth canceling the plans and recording anything else and just staying with us live, because if you knew how many messages I get on the daily of people going, I can't believe I missed it. I can't believe the perfect piece showed up and I missed it and I missed the opportunity and oh my goodness, I stepped away for a moment and all that. So don't miss out. That's really important. We're not like everywhere else where we've got quantities, you know, that go on and on and on. We just have very, very limited because we're dealing with Mother Nature's best here. So it's an important time to make sure you're on the phone lines here and get what you love, especially when this one is not even going to be $39.99, right where it should be. That's where it should be all day, every day. It's not going to be $39.99, not even close. This one stuns me. It's almost 5 carats, and yet it's not even close to half of this price. $19.99 would be half. We're not asking for 19, not asking for $1,500. Well, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you so much. Hi, Bonnie. Good morning. She's on the West Coast, too, so I can say good morning. Hi, Bonnie. She's in California. She's actually only about 35, 40 miles away from where I live. So, hi, Bonnie. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're well. Just crossed my mind this morning, Bonnie, so it's weird. I got that ESP going today. Tell you what, instead of $1,500, $14.99. This is one of those values. If you're a heart-shaped girl, take it. I'm going to make it $13.99 first caller. That is it. And then we've got a diaspore coming up. All these one-of-a-kinds. Fawn diamonds here, too. Almost a half-carat fawn diamond. So kind. You guys are so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's move, because that one, I think, do you want to see it on the hand one more time? All right, let's do it. I'm happy to try that one on again. One more time on the hand. There it is. And then we'll see who's got it in the rows right now. I kind of like it, just kind of, not really a big border that you're going to see a lot of the gold, but just again, I do the white gold to give it that little extra rim of that mirror finishing on the top and the bottom. It's really just about accentuating, creating that little heart shape, kind of double dome style, and then that little point at the base. So $1,399. Jason, let me know if you've got it. You do, maybe verifying. All right, so I think he's got it. Let's go back up close and I'll show you actually, let me show you 9428. This is gonna be our diaspore, and have had a field day lately with diaspores. I don't know why we're discounting them the way they are. Pretending, I don't know, as they get more and more expensive in the world, our prices are going further and further and further down. I don't get it, but that's what we do. It's TVON. So we should be used to it by now, but I just never understand. There's no logic behind it. It's just about moving jewelry as fast as we can. I think everybody needs a break, right? We need a break. We need a sale price. You can still afford, if you're shopping with us, you can still get in on luxury jewelry and collectible stones and new finds and all of that. You just like anything else, you need to know where to go and where to shop, and we are that place in fine jewelry, period, done, that's it. So this is the 275, and as this stone creeps up in price and per carat prices, and as the world gets educated as to what this phenomenal one source stone is all about, we take the color changing diaspore, which has all those different trade names. They can't decide on one, it seems like, but hey, we're just talking about what is it gemologically referred to, but it is that Turkish one source stone that changes color from that more neutral golden green to a pink. It's a 275, it's 86 points in diamonds, and that is a lot of ring for a tiny price. That's what we're doing. It's a lot of ring, tiny price, going to be kind of the theme of the day, and almost 3 carats in what is also a clean stone that you don't normally see clarity like this in a diaspore. That's always a challenge. It's an obstacle. We're really particular about what we select for jewelry, and here's what it looks like on the hand. So you can see, I love that it's, I always refer to this as the knotted style, because it almost looks like you took the diamonds and it was a split shank, and then you just gave it a little knot right beside either side of the center stone, and then it just continues to be that little bit of a split shank there, just narrowly so on the sides. It's in the yellow gold. Change it if you want. Another one where deep discounts, but it doesn't matter. You're changing gold colors anyways. And we're not going to make this, $29.99 is fabulous. I know it's come down as low as $19.99. We're going to help you right now. And another huge blowout opportunity on a one of a kind. Do not wait. Whatever you do, It's the theme. Make sure you're on the lines. We had a lot of people just miss out on the Kunzite. So instead of even $1,999, and look at that clarity it gives you all the way through the stone, it's not even going to be $1,000 for 86 points in diamonds and a nearly 3-carat, one source, phenomenal, color-changing stone. We're making it $999, and you can put it in the white or the rose if you would prefer to. Although, look at it from that angle. You don't see much gold. Even when we're looking at it, when it's not on the hand, you're able to see kind of behind it. You don't see a lot of gold when that's on. I think you saw that from a distance. It really just is about having that beautiful diamond weight, which is really, really, they're bigger diamonds too. It's not just about the overall. It's about the bigger individual stones as well. So $9.99, first caller, and we're verifying right now. Let's see. We've got, a special little wheel. It's just a little wheel trio of affordable. And don't forget, Asher Cut Blue Wing, over 5 carats in size. I am loving it. I'm going to show you a little flash, a little preview of what's come. Oh, my favorite Asher Cut mounting as well. Just classic. So keeping it classic with that one. And then we'll show you a quick little look at a Fawn diamond, which is $91.90. Let me know who's got the diaspore at $9.99. You did get the Kunzite, Jason? Got the hot phone this morning, huh? He's ready to go. Who got the fabulous Kunzite? Say it one more time. Donnie? Thanks, Donnie. All right, here we go with our really special. Ooh, that is a really good. This is a cushion cut, but it looks like a round, doesn't it? Yes. Bonnie. Wait. Did I just mishear you? No, okay, good. Because, I'm getting to that point where I was like, I'm checking a lot of things. Like, do I have to check my ears too? The other day I asked you guys, do I have to check my eyes now? Because I saw a heart shape instead of a pear-shaped stone, or a trillion. I could have sworn it was a heart shape. I'm just, yeah. Maybe it's time to also check the ears and the eyes. But no, Jason said, no, that's my bad. All right, so Bonnie rather got it. Thank you, Bonnie. All right, so here's item number 9190. This is a 47-point Fawn diamond. Has that really, really good classic look. Now, this is an all-natural diamond. It's a 47-pointer. It is a cushion, but it looks like a round all day, because any subtle corner there is kind of tucked underneath those prongs, which we did in the rose gold to really match the stone and let those prongs disappear. And then the rest of the rings in the white gold to show off that 92 points in diamond weight that you have as well. So it's a really, really, really special piece. And thrilled to bring it to you. I know we have a lot of requests for Fawn diamonds. Usually when they get a little bit larger, well, either we don't have them or they're more pricey. We're going to help you out here and make this one really, really, really affordable. That's what we do. And it's still, you're getting into one of these beautiful champagnes, but with that pink undertone to it. So it's a specialty mix. It's like Mother Nature got a little creative and concocted a really cool combination, but all still natural. This is not something that was treated to get there. Like, we're seeing a lot of treated diamonds out there. And that's not the same as what we're bringing. We're bringing that upper echelon material. We're bringing that really superstar, exquisite rarity. That's what it is. And they're only getting rarer by the day. We talk about that big source, that most prolific source for the natural diamonds, the colors at least, the unusual colors that is. That was the Argyle mine. It shut down. We're going on 2 years now. So it's getting more and more tricky to find them and certainly to afford them. And yet we say, forget all those rules, forget the market values. Let's just do what we do. That's as simple as we make it. Do what we do, bring you value on everything, take a look at it. It's not going to be $29.99. Well, we've seen that price a few times today already, but haven't stuck with it at all. I'm going to make this one $1,900. You know what? Forget about 19. Forget about 15. $14.99. $13.99. We'll just make this really simple and easy. I'm going to make it $1,299 only, and that's it. And I got to try it on so that you can see what this one's all about. This is a great way to wear a classic every day and have a beautiful, there's no doubt that is one of those classic looks in jewelry, again with the double halo and continuing the diamonds down the shoulders there. That little bit of that subtle two-tone effect, although if you want it in yellow gold, you can change it. So it's another one where great big discount, but change the gold if you choose to. No problem there, and still a really stunning, beautiful diamond where you're getting a lot of flash. And this is a great way to wear a diamond because it's still a neutral, but it's going to be that exotic coloring. And I would say, again, 2 colors in one. $12.99 only on the Fawn. Let's get to our quick little blowout wheel. It's a trio. Nothing more. It's just 3 last pieces we got to find a home for here, and then we'll get to our blue garnet debut. I only have one today, and it's a really special mine we'll talk about. It's a newer find, so we're really excited about that. And we still have 3 pieces from the show, 30 minutes in and 3 pieces here. That is unacceptable. We got a Paraiba for $9.99, a beautiful Roval opal, and a diaspore for $9.99. They were all $9.99, so keep that in mind. They're not supposed to be, but they are. And then we've got a wheel here that is going to bring you a really, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to show this one here because we also have a big Morganite, and I know big Morganites are not usually affordable. Well, I just had one here that I really thought was exceptional. 2093 is the item number. Still call us on the Fawn. Now, this is an east-west setting. It's in the rose gold, and I want to start by showing you some of the kind of the side angles here, because it's really a double ring all the way around as far as the shank is concerned, all the way through the back. But it's a 475 oval Morganite, and it's going to also have 43 points in diamonds. Now, they have completed the prongs here with a bezel set diamond, and then they've given you a really cool basket work that gives you a lot of profile angle with the double row that crisscrosses on the side to give you that interesting gallery. Let's take a look at it on. Yes? Oh, you got the diaspore. Thank you. Who got it, Will? Denise? Elise. Hi, Elise. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And then let me show you the side profile view. There it is. That's going to be that diamond weight I was telling you about. It kind of creates a great almost seat for the stone here, but to have diamonds in the gallery all the way around, a little more unusual detail. We don't see as much in jewelry that I feel like we should. And you do have those diamonds, so really interesting to have those larger diamonds as the prongs there just at the top. 43 points in total. This one does stay as is in rose gold, only you're about to find out why. It's a 475, beautiful, rich. This is that peachy, that traditional color, but much more saturated than what you typically find in Morganite. The pink beryl is usually a very light, barely there blush. This is that really intense salmon-y peach color. I don't care what, you know, Rarity says, because I know I'm up here talking about it all the time, but I will tell you right now, for my money, because sometimes we'll show you those really, really exotic pure pink stones in Morganite, and when I get Morganite, I want that peachy tone. I want that salmon-y blush color. That's what I want to see. Because if it's pink, I'd rather have, to be honest, I just would rather have a pink sapphire or a pink diamond, because Morganites are really known as this color, but I want saturation, and that's what this stone gives you. What is normally, it's like aquas. I mean, they're sister stones, right? The aquas are normally that very pale blue. The Morganite's typically that very, very pale peachy pink, almost like barely there. And this is that ultra saturation, but it doesn't look like anything else. And that's where I really want my Morganite to be this color. Because if I want a pure pink, there's so many options out there in pink gems, from spinels to sapphires to diamonds to the list goes on and on and on. This is really distinctive as being that color. So let's take a look at it here. We're gonna blow it out. We'll make it really easy for you. It's one only, and it's it's got a $59.99 start price. It's not going to stay there. Not even close. As a matter of fact, just one, make it $999. That's it. That's how we blow out a really top tier Morganite for you. If you need to see it on the hand again, let me know, but that will go, no question about it. That's a huge stone for under $1,000, and you've got it. Congratulations. And then what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and show you really quickly here. We have a zimbarn that is in a pear shape with the flower design. I really ask that you wait to see this on the hand first, because that side to side is going to be a straight line across your finger, but it's item number 9329. It's also a one only, and it's a 340 zimbarn. It's got that beautiful pear shape on one side, the open rose detail on the other, which is 38 points in diamonds. I'll try it on for you. 9329. So a huge zimbarn. We don't get to see many of these big stones anymore. And you've got the 38 points. And then let me do this. We'll try it on. It is a one only. Certainly you know that because of that bigger size of that zimbarn. They typically are. And then you see how it's really that of the moment, very almost like two rings you put together that are creating one, but it's really that style. We're seeing a lot of this now, where east to west you get what either looks like a bypass or what looks like, sometimes it's two stones that are different shapes together. This time it's a stone and a diamond motif in that rose design. It's going to be, well, look at this one. Another one, $42.99. Yeah, because the 340 zimbarn, color shifting garnet. Let's make it a lot more affordable. It is a one only. And how about that beautiful burgundy, pink, red, blue, purple tone next to the rose? We're going to make it $9.99 as well. That is one only again. And then wait to see the super cool designer style I have coming up. That is, I think, the first time we've had this combination. So for my lovers of whimsical critter jewelry, stick around. We've got a really special turquoise coming up next that's embodied with all those motifs I just mentioned. So one more time up close on our zimbarn, really busy on the phone lines here. You can change the gold on this one, so feel free to do that. I know it sits oddly on the wheel, but keep in mind on the hand it's completely even. And then we still have that Fawn diamond if you want that 47-point cushion cut. I'm just keeping on moving, so ask your operators and see what's still here. The Morganite I know is gone. This one is on its way. Then we've got the turquoise coming up. How about a turquoise diving in, or rather a dolphin diving into turquoise, and all of that done in gold and diamonds? Well, check this out. It's 7345. Let's keep on rocking. This is, and I know this is the one that's really, when you get into these really cool designs, sometimes it's really a detriment to have it just sitting here on a wheel because you have to see all the 360-degree angles. But I'll do that on the hand. You'll get to see all that, rest assured. But it's going to be a beautiful 7345 180 round turquoise out of the Sleeping Beauty mine in Arizona, but also 99 points in diamonds in a great way. If you don't mind having a little bit of detail all the way around, because from the angle you see it when it's on the hand, typically we're looking at the side profile of our jewelry, am I right? When we look down on our hands, and I'm talking about, you should enjoy seeing your ring just as much as other people do, I think even more so. So when you see it from this side angle, you see that there's actually this big row of diamonds that sits at the hand. That's really like your water. Then it's got waves that are carved right between the water, the diamonds, and the dolphin that's diving into this turquoise blue, but also it is completely pave. And so you can see really the beautiful arch that dolphin has, all done in diamonds. That's how I like, dolphins are, they're really beautiful no matter what, but a diamond dolphin, even better. So this is going to be also your choice of gold color, white, yellow, rose, but just, you know, take a little tour around it so you're seeing all the different side angles. And so it's really starting at one side and then jumping on over. There's that little detail you can see there with that little scrolling wave of gold. And then it's, again, diamonds at the base, diamonds completely pave. The only thing that doesn't have diamonds on the dolphin is the nose there, and that's it. So that's going to be, you know what, let's show it again from that angle so you can really see that little scroll work of wave detail I'm talking about. And then the diamonds start at that side and just wrap on up and over. And for the beach lovers, the, you know, marine biology lovers, just anybody who loves critter jewelry. I think dolphins are so, whether you're really into animals or not, we know that they're beautiful creatures and they have this beautiful way they move in the water, and it's just doing that playful little dance they do when they get in the forward wake of a boat. And oh my gosh, so many memories are coming back to me. If you've ever seen the dolphins as they travel and they play in the wake of the boat, usually if they call that the wake, my brother would be ashamed of me. He has a boat and I should know these things, but you know, the bow of the boat creates its own like forward wake is what I'm going to call it, and sound somewhat professional, but they play, and it's really cool how they dive. If you've ever seen Titanic, they had it in the movie too. So you know, but this is going to be a really special way to get a lot of diamonds and the beautiful turquoise. The whole ring, we got to just close it out. Just know that it did cost us more to make than what I'm pricing it at today. So if you want it, this is a value, and a big one at that, because there's no way to make this ring with that kind of detail, gold, the carving. Think about the wax and the mold that's created and the casting that has to happen and all that diamond setting when you're operating on not a flat surface, but actually up and around the curves here that you have in this dolphin design. And we're going to make it so affordable. Do you remember when this was $28.88? And I thought that was a great value, and it was. Well, we're going to make it a lot more affordable for you. This whole ring is $999 today. Seems to be the value of the hour here, doesn't it? So we'll take a look at it. That's going to be at $999 for our diamond dolphin ring, and a beautiful, beautiful design detail. And nobody's going to have a ring really like that. We've only had a few. Thank you. We have another request for a Burma ruby, so I've got one for you. We'll bring that out for Allison's collar. It'll be next. And then $999 for 99 points in diamonds. And then let's take a look at the inside too, just so you can also get a little sense and a handle on how that's constructed. I love the wave detail. That just to me really, really makes it. That pink you're seeing is just a reflection of my cat eye nails. That's all that is. But you've got the wave detail there. You've got that little wave design, so you can see diamonds, and they're good sized diamonds at the base, then the wave design, then the dolphin, which is all completely encrusted again, except for the nose of the dolphin there. And turquoise, really nice to see that. Perfect. I think it should be a blue color, right? Makes sense, right? So that one's going to be $999. And let me know, Allison, I've got your ruby here for who? Stanley wants to see the ruby. Did he see this the other night? Or is, yeah, 9863. Yeah, because it was just a few, what was it, a couple nights ago I had this for you. And we'll bring it right on back out. And it's a 1 carat 03 Burma ruby. And it looks like we've made another one for you. So Exciting. Okay, next up is the ruby. Dolphin's here. I'm going to keep moving because that's, yeah. All right, so let's take a look at this. This is the, wow, stuns me every time. Every time I get a look at this 103, 9863 is the number. It is a 103 Burma with 9 points in yellow diamonds. How about we throw in a carat 17 of white diamonds? My goodness. Woo, that's a lot of diamond weight all together and individually, because everything about this has got a lot going on, and it's a beautiful ruby. Most importantly, you can put all the diamonds in the world around a center stone, but what's really luxury is when you get a strong center, because as beautiful as our white diamonds are, and the fact that we're so choosy about having VS diamonds, and that's great, this is also something that, keep in mind, has that gorgeous, gorgeous glow about it to this ruby. That's actually a lot tougher to find. But there is a lot of diamond weight, so we're going to talk about it. And in total, of course, that 1 carat 26 that you have. But this is more important than that, because you've got a carat 03, and it's a beautiful out of Burma ruby that has some of the best clarity. This is not a given with rubies. You don't just necessarily get clarity. And then you've got diamonds that extend a little more than halfway down the sides there in the split shank. We tucked in those 2 yellow diamonds, a bigger and a smaller. And oh yeah, I remember the blowout from $49.99 as our lowest. Look at that color. There's that clarity. Just as it moves, you're seeing it from every single angle and every single side detail. I mean, that's what's so unique about a ruby. When it can do that, when it does do that, when it has transparency to it. I'll take just some translucency, but when there's transparency in a ruby, that's another level. It's not even $49.99. We did a blowout the other day, and I'm so glad that, Stanley, I'm glad you wanted to see it again. And this is, again, open to anybody who would like it if you can call in. I believe we had that one sold, so that should be already gone. And now we made another one for you. So maybe it was for anybody who missed it, just another value. But I'm going to go ahead and honor the price, because that's what's so special about it, is that price drop we did. We're going to bring it down to $1,999, which, no, there is not another 1 carat ruby here. No matter how it's set. This is one of the bigger diamond mountings, and yellows to boot, but we don't have another 1 carat that's offered at $19.99. That's just not how Burma rubies go. That's not how they're priced. Even if you had a, let's just say you weren't demanding on perfection, and you didn't need the clarity, and you didn't need that over a carat size, what are you going to find in Burma that is a price tag like that? Under $2,000. It just doesn't happen. So we're verifying on this one. I'm going to show you that one and only blue garnet that we have. We'll tell you a little bit about it. There's not a lot been written about this because it is so new, and yet it's really, really rare, because for a long time, the whole gem industry has understood collectively that there is no such thing as blue garnet. Yet, what am I going to bring you? A blue garnet. So we'll share that with you next. And it's a one only, but again, it's newer. So sometimes the gem world's tricky. You know what would be tough? If you're writing books about gems. If you're writing, the buying guides we know have to be updated because the pricing is always changing and it's fluid and the marketplace changes. But when you're writing gem textbooks and gem, anything about the gem world, gemology, it's always shifting and changing. And even though a lot of gems have been around for so long and so many years, and we know them and we understand them and we get it, there are other stones that, again, still we're adapting to kind of changes in the world and the environment, but also things change and shift. Stones are mined out, new stones are discovered. This is one of those more recent discoveries where if you read a lot of gem books, or you went to gemology school, or you've done your work through the GIA, you're taught in the gem world that there is no such thing as a blue garnet. Garnet comes in a lot of different colors, but blue is not one of them. It's the same with spinel. You're taught that there are no green spinels. They come in a lot of colors, pretty much every color, but no green. So with garnets, forever and ever, we've understood and accepted that there are no blue garnets. And then Mother Nature kind of says, just kidding, because we find a new discovery in Madagascar that is actually a color-changing garnet. So even better, it's not just blue, it changes to, think of it like an alexandrite. We love our alexandrites that go from blue, green to red. This is a true blue. So it's even, people liken it to alexandrite. I don't, because most alexandrites are green to red, or the Brazilians are blue-green to red. This really doesn't have any green at all. This is a blue to red, which is really the only stone that does that, minus a couple of sapphires that exist out there. This is special. It's 9877. There is only one. It's that Madagascar material, the name of the mine, and they're pretty hush-hush about it, but at least we've got a name. So we know the location is Madagascar. We know the name is Beckley. It's the Beckley mine. It's the beautiful deposit that has produced a couple of stones that we're going to show you in the coming days. This is rare, and we've already got, I've actually got the light out here, but because we're in a TV studio, there's only one kind of light, and so the light can't be overpowered by my UV light, but I will try my best. But we have a photograph because we actually put the stone, and if you actually darken all the light around it and you just train incandescent light on it, you'll see the color change. We've done that, so we've photographed this ring for you. I'll try to do my best. I tried it earlier. We can kind of get a little bit of that light on it and show off some of the reds, but other than that, you're going to see the photograph so you know what to expect. But there is only one, and all that said, it's a really, really, really low price. Exotic should not be priced this way, and that's why I want to encourage you to dial in. If you are somebody who is a collector and likes exotics, dial in early. Let's take a look at this. This is rare as can be, and it's almost like on the air. That's what's interesting about it. Instead of, as mentioned, it's not really a green blue, but instead of being just a true blue on the air, it's trying to change, so it almost appears like a purple blue, doesn't it? So that's where you're getting a little sense of where it's gonna go. And then we'll show you, I mean, might as well here. It is a carat 31, so it's a good size stone, but there it is. And that's, again, I know the gold color kind of looks different there because that's in darkness with nothing but the incandescent light on it. I've got a pen light here that I'm going to try to show you. I know this is not going to be as specific as what you just saw, but I've got one of these lights here, so I'm going to try my best to get that light on that stone, and you're going to see, as it moves, a little bit of the red. It's tough because it's competing against, you see those flashes there? It's competing against a lot of bright light here, so that's what's tough. And this is why in television studios, usually without some trickery, you can't really show off the reds. But you can see a little bit of those red changing there. So you see a little bit of the glints there. So again, if I was able to turn the lights down in the studio and just show that, you would see it do what happens in the photograph. So this is 131. It's 48 points in diamonds as well. And this would be, what a beautiful ornate mounting too, a little wider band, some cutout details, some mill grain, some pave. But this is just about as rare as it gets. So Beckley Mine, Madagascar, very few stones available, and look at that move. So one of those richer colors, and then there you go, seeing a little bit of the red too right there. And I promise you, this in person, when it's not in front of the lights, it looks like a real, just a beautiful cobalt blue. The fact that it's more purple when you see it on camera is just like it's trying to change, and it's somewhere in between the blues and the reds. Change the gold color if you'd like. Let me just make this a deal. And FYI, the reason this does what it does, because they've had to do a lot of research in a short amount of time, since there were no blue garnets really discovered prior to these color changing varieties. They've done a lot of research, and yes, a lot of people liken it to Alexandrite. I think that's even selling it short a little bit because this is a little more exotic. But the reason it does what it does is because of the vanadium content. Vanadium, by the way, is what makes a purple sapphire. But still, not everybody understands how or why it's still able to change color. This is really fascinating. Most garnets don't. We've had some Marilani mints. They go from green to red. Alexandrites go from green to red. Different stone entirely, but there's a lot of, I'll say a lot of, relatively speaking, green to red, but blue to red is a different deal. So what we're going to do is give you a great price. We have the one. It's collectible as can be. It's beautiful too. So the beauty and the collectible, when they come together, that's what makes a really interesting gem opportunity. I think, take a look at it. We're going to make it really, really affordable for you right now. One only who likes it, because you're not paying $49.99 today. I'm just going to make this a whole lot easier right now, and you're not paying $49 or $39 or $29.99. We are giving it away. And truly unique and rare, I'm going to make it $1,999. Any gold you want, any size you need, and it's $1,999 for our rarest blue garnet in that big size, which that's, think about the color changing stones you see. They're not typically big sizes. We certainly speak on Alexandrite. We all know that. We're well versed on how, relatively small the crystal sizes are in Alexandrite across the world. Same thing with Tavita garnets. The Marilani mints are that way. That's chromium rich, but the Marilani mints not in big sizes. This one is a really nice size and $19.99. So it's a new one for you, and just thought we'd bring that out. We have a couple of aquas. So I put together a little aqua deal, but there are really big stones. Since we are now already more than halfway through the month of March. We've got 2 aquas, and they're huge, and I thought we'd just discount them down so that we can make some aqua dreams come true. So I know the bigger the stones get, the really pricey they start to be, and that makes sense because they're those Sierra Santa Marias. We're going to make them really, really affordable here for you today. And then also, if you like a color change sapphire, have one of those too. And that's going to be certified. So you even get the AGL cert with it, and that's a really pretty stone as well. It really goes from a kind of a brown color, kind of a bronzy brown. Brown sounds so boring. That's how they certify it. They're calling it a green brown. Take a look. This is actually the sapphire. I would say it's more of a plum color, if anything. It's more of that beautiful kind of yeah, a little more purple red, I think. And then it goes to, they're calling it more from a brown to a red. We're going to show you sapphire here, so you get even a little bit more durability. This is still exotic and rare. We thought, let's just put our color change stones together. It's item number 158. I'm going to show you a cert here because it's AGL certified. It is a 148. Oh, also unheated stone. So very interesting. Love that. You'd think maybe, just maybe, we've seen a lot of unheated stones. You'd think with all the rarity that color change phenomena gives you, you'd think they might have some treatment. No heating. So this is really exciting all the way around. And we have, are you ready for it? AGL cert, I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the AGL cert, at least I'm going to show you half of it because it's a bigger cert here. So we've got AGL is your Antwerp Gemological Lab. And then this cert was done back in 2021, summertime color changing sapphire. These are the, those are the 2 colors. So you can see in the, so yeah, right now I will say on the air, given that we had these brighter lights here and hot lights, we are somewhere in between these 2 colors. So expect it to look more like the left side when you've got fluorescent lighting at home, and then more of that purple red in your incandescent light. So carat 48, basically a 6x7, and it's an oval green brown to brown red, no indications of thermal treatment. And then here are your gemological signatures. Those are the gemologists who did the cert, did the evaluation. Let's blow it out right now, and you get a carat 05 in diamonds in the bridge. Any gold you want there. And this is just upping the level of rarity. I'm going to try this one on, and then do call me really quickly here because this is going to fly, and sapphire just goes even more rare. I know that garnet is still here if you want the garnet, that blue garnet that goes to red. This, again, more of that brown, kind of a bronzy, chocolatey color to the red, and yet somewhere in between right now, set in this style where it's elevated up over these diamonds. Beautiful at that because there's still a great clarity popping on the stone, so that's exciting as well. And then you have it, and look at that, there it is. So see what I mean? Even though it's a deeper saturation, you still get a little gleam of the diamonds through it, and we're going to blow it out right now. If you've ever wanted, this is really tricky for us to bring. We love our color changing stones. We bring as many as we can, as often as we can, but a sapphire, another level of rarity. So this is exciting. Nobody's on the lines yet though. So we'll make this really, really easy. Just make sure I can convince you to dial in all throughout the day, as we only have a few minutes left in this hour already. And then 2 big aquas are coming up. So aquamarine lovers, you got to stay with me and see what we have coming up. Okay, 148 unheated. Cert with it. Should be $49.99. We've seen that price a lot today. And then poof, it's gone. We just get rid of it. But just know that's where it should be. Because I like, as a shopper, don't you like to know you saved? Don't you like to know how much you saved? That makes you feel good. That makes you a good shopper. It makes you a really expert shopper. I call it a pro shopper. This is not $49.99. I'm giving jewelry away. If you're just joining us, we're 52 minutes in. I've given a lot of jewelry away today, and that is going to keep on being the trend here. We're not even asking for $49.99. All you have to do is call me. That's all you got to do. Call me as quickly as you can. Make sure you're dialing in. I'm going to blow this out. You can have it for the same price we did for the color change garnet and make it $19.99, except it's a carat and a half unheated sapphire with the cert as well. Take a look at it. We've only got this one, and any gold you want. If something was ever begging for rose gold, it might be that stone. That stone and rose gold would be beautiful. White gold too would be beautiful. So no matter how you choose your gold color, remember it's all really diamond covered from the top onto the sides. So that is a wonderful buy there, and we'll see who's got it. And then I'm going to show you 2 quick aquas before our top of the hour. They're big ones though. We either have an emerald cut or a pear shaped. Really outstanding aquamarines, both out of the Sierra Santa Maria mine. Looking forward to that, and they're the big ones. But don't worry about the price tag. We're discounting them. Big time discounting going on. All right, next up, and then I do want to put maybe we bring out a really special, this looks like a Fawn diamond. Every time I've looked at it, I think it's a Fawn diamond, and then I find out it's a diaspore. So we'll bring you some really, really good pieces. I got to show you these aquas though, because before our top of the hour gets here, and when I tell you we're discounting, I really, really, truly mean it here, because these have been here and we're just ready to move them on out. So let's start with, well, we're going to start with the emerald cut, which I know is always, always hot. Look at this one. Oh, wow. Yes, please. Yes, please. And if there was ever a stone that should be in a bridge, it is that emerald cut aqua right there. Look at that. Right, just a window into the diamonds, right? Showing off all the saturation, but it looks like you have diamonds truly inside of your stone. That's one option. I'm going to show you two. Why would I ever do that? Because you're going to choose and you're going to get the same ridiculous low price no matter which one you prefer, because these are big money stones. The other one is super low. You will not get over this price tag on either. I know I've been saying it all day. I know we've had people missing out. Dial early. Please, please, if you like aquas in big sizes, dial early. I'm blown away by the emerald cut, but this pear shape with all that, I call it confetti style mounting with the big, big, big baguettes that you have, and the really, I mean, there are a lot of important diamonds, mostly baguettes, going around. And either way, you're either getting a 6 carat 04 in the emerald cut, or you're getting a 4 carat 54 in the pear shape. The 454, though, is going to add a ton of diamonds around it. This is where, call early, because you're going to have a favorite. I want you to be sure and get it before somebody else does, because they're both going to go. There is a price tag. And I know we've seen pieces when they're up in those bigger sizes and the upper echelon mountings and their aquamarines that are Sierra Santa Maria that should be $60,000, $70,000 a carat. Well, we all know what happens. Even here, they're usually $79.99 or $89.99 for these equivalent carat weights. These are not. Take a look. Call me, because you have a favorite. Now, I'm going to bring up the item numbers one by one first so you can get acquainted, but 194 is for the first one. That's on the left. That's the emerald cut. That would be the 6 carat 04 with 76 points in the triple row and diamonds in the bridge. So that's going to be, and I'm going to have to zoom back even further just so we can see the entirety of the pear shape. But let me know which one you're thinking about, and then we'll bring up the info on the emerald cut, which is, yes, 1120-194, and that'll be the 604. There it is. That's the 604. There's a reason why we love emerald cuts. There's a reason. Duchess of Sussex loves them as well. I have to be very careful when I say that. It's very difficult to say. Duchess of Sussex, she loves it. I don't think she's actually, we don't give her that title anymore, but you know who she is. She likes the emerald cut aquas from, a royal collection. This is from our private collection, which might as well be royalty. It's royalty in the gem world. 76 points in diamonds. So that's the info on the emerald cut. Let's walk you on over to the pear shape, and we have nobody on the phone lines yet. And that is sad, because we're going to have a lot of people missing out. The value, don't worry, you're not paying $89.99 for either. If you go to item number 0023, which is right over here, that's going to give you a 454 pear shape with 127 in mostly baguettes, and then a few rounds as well that make this really unique halo style that's going to separate all those diamonds, but they're all bigger stones individually. It looks amazing. Amazing. You're not going to pay, and they're both, well, one has to stay in white gold. It's this one. This one technically can be changed. I think you're going to leave them in the white gold. Here's that side profile and that bridge. Nobody's on the phone lines. Get it. I get it. You're going $89.99. Dream on, Lolo. Dream on. This may be like that big value, and you might have the best aquas and all of that, but I'm not ready to spend $9,000. You don't have to. This is either one, and they will both be gone before our top of the hour arrives. Trust me when I tell you, because we're saying, here we are. We might as well be. We're closer to the end of the month than we are to the beginning at this point. So we are saying, we've heard you loving the aquas. We know you love them. We know you want the big sizes. The big sizes get more money. They auction off. They're in private collections and design houses for $60,000 and $70,000 a carat. What else gets Paraiba pricing? Sierra Santa Maria's in big sizes. They sure do. You're not paying $89.99. I have one of each. Nobody's on the phone line, so you have a wide open lane to get in, and I hope you are doing just that, because when they're gone, and you've never seen a value like this, or at least I've never seen a value like this. So if I have it here, and we're going to lead in values, and if we're taking our own discounts and values that we do, and we're bringing them further down, expect very important opportunity. That's what this is. I would not be up here talking to you and saying, come on in, come on in, come on in, if there wasn't something special about to happen. And I'm not making it about which size has the bigger size, which has the more diamond weight. We're just going to blow them out to the price that you choose your favorite, whichever that is. Take a look, and we're going to blow them out right now. And you don't even have to pay $89, $79, $69, $59. Let me try each one on, and then we'll go even lower with the price tags. I promise you. They are going to be heading on out of here in a hurry. Here is the big emerald cut right here on the hand. And that's, oh gosh, that's pretty. That is just, again, made for that kind of styling in that setting. That is really, really, really special. Then we've got the pear shape. I might as well slip that one on beside it here. I may not get that emerald cut off. I don't know why. That ridge is a teeny size right now, but look at that pear shape. And you can see how elongated. It's because those bigger diamonds being the baguettes and putting them top and bottom almost really stretch and elongate that design overall. But the colors you see change a little bit based on the cuts are different, but the color saturation is identical on either stone. We're not doing $59 or $49 or even $3,999. The big blowout, pear shape, emerald cut. You decide. 604, 454. But a lot more diamond weight here. And you know what? We're going to make it easy. Look at that. That is such a good look. Here's the pear shape yet again up close. And again, that's the one that has to stay in the white gold. The other one being the bridge, you can actually change that one to yellow gold or rose gold if you would prefer to. But neither way, we're not going to do this for $39.99 either. We have no callers still. We're ready to help you out. And for those of you begging me every day for the big aquas at a great price, here they are. And two options at that. And it's not going to be $39.99 or even $3,500 or $34.99. Here's the emerald cut. And they're not going to be even $3,000. Top of the hour is here. Welcome to the show. Make them $2,999 instead. That is it. And they're going to fly. No other way to go but out to some great homes today. And then, of course, hour number 2 is kicking off. And so we've got a very, very special, we got a top of the hour that's really fun. And then, of course, that big Asher cut Tanzanite. And then there's another ruby. If you missed out on the ruby, the carat 03, don't worry. We've got another Burma ruby, slightly under a carat. Demantoid, that is huge. We've got our most classic bezel set diamond hoops are here. We can get you into the really, really big world of Tanzanite. I do have a 16 carat round almost. It's a 15 carat 63. That's a good one. This would be my dream ring right here. Look at that. That's a Tanzanite. That's a beautiful, nearly 16 carat stone. And then all of that is coming up. All right, so 29, I was wrong. Boy, I'm off today. I thought those were for sure, but I know what's going on out there. So, you know, Saturday, we might not have the normal complement of viewers, but let's get to our top of the hour. Welcome to the show. Glad you're with us. Such a special, special day here. And let me wow you with some prices, if we haven't already. 61 minutes in. I think we're ready to show you 2 big hours of more phenomenal values. Let's try to even top what we've done in the first hour. If you have any requests, get those in. We're always all ears listening to whatever you'd like to see. Dial that phone number, tell your operator what you want to see, and we'll help you out. So let's get going with our big top of the hour. I'm going to show you something that I had a fawn diamond earlier in a cushion cut, still here. I'm going to show you something that looks like a fawn diamond, but there's not much that would be more rare than a natural color of diamond. We're about to bring you a diaspore. So forget about diamonds for a minute. This diaspore looks like a fawn diamond. I contend you're already seeing a lot of the pink colors to it that it normally you'd have to wait to change color to see the pinks. You're going to see a bridge setting. It's a fantastically rare cut. This is not the first Asher we'll see, but it is the first Asher in a diaspore we've had in quite some time. Again, Asher Blue Wing coming up today, so putting you on alert because we haven't seen those in a while. They're gone, except for this one. And we have a 124 diaspore coming up now in a bridge as well. It's going to be item number 9269. This is fabulous. Right now, we did this one in the rose. You don't have to leave it that way. We had this debate earlier when we had a diaspora on the show already. Any gold, you can't go wrong here no matter what you choose. But this is a very, very special stone. Let's take a look at this one and get ya. Ooh, what a really cool, vibrant green you're seeing. And then you see flashes of pink already. This is one of those specialty diaspores because of the cutting. The inherent start color, we're still verifying on those aquas, so let me know who's got what, pear shape or emerald cut. They got to go, but look at this. And I see why they were inspired to do the rose gold because there's a lot more green to this stone. Did everyone have a good St. Patrick's Day? We had so much fun on Thursday celebrating Tony's birthday. I hope y'all had a good St. Patrick's Day. Hope y'all got, you know, felt the love and the luck. But this is going to be the 124 Asher, and yet it's got more green. We usually see more browns, This is more green, and then you get that beautiful color change, going to go to a pink still. It's a 124 plus 32 points in the double row in the diamonds. And the classic style that comes on up, and the arms of the bridge reach up and hold that stone in place right there with those 4 prongs. We've got a beautiful look here and a great asher. And let me just, it's always a little tougher on these squared off bridge styles to show you. We have to kind of pick it up and hoist it for you. But do you see what I see? The pinks and almost purple colors? That's not the rose gold, that's the stone. This stone is really, I've shown you a lot of diaspores. I've had hundreds and hundreds of them. But I have not seen a stone that is quite this vibrant. This green golden, but you still already in improper light are already seeing those pink and purple flashes. It is going to be, you know what? I love this one at $24.99, but I just want to make sure that we have everybody who is here really ready to get in that shopping mode. And yeah, this bridge just really squared off. Sorry, it's a little larger size, but look at how beautiful and bright those flashes are. So all the colors and the color changing abilities aside, it's a bright, vivacious stone that's really just drawing you in. Let's help you right now. I'm going to put on the auction block. Just want to invite everybody in. Also, there's this little, elevation on the side, so you get to really see a lot of your stone from the profile view, which is nice because we touched on that. You see that a lot as the wearer of the ring. I was going to do a $2,000 to start, but that's $500 of savings, and I think you guys have learned to expect even maybe a little bit more. Isn't that a great thing that we're also accustomed to seeing routine values, that when you take $500 off a piece of jewelry, everyone's going, okay, and then what? Okay, give me more. Okay, do better. And that's what we're going to do right now. And I'm just going to make sure that we turn every viewer into a potential shopper, more importantly, into a collector, because when you get this stone, that's where you're at. We're not going to do $2,000 to start or $1,500 to start. I'm not even going to start at $1,000. Carat 24, Asher cut. We've never seen this color quite in that diaspore, that really vivid, bright green. $1,000. Not going to start there. Going to have some fun here. Going to get everybody in. Going to make sure we have participation. A lot of it, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's not going to be $1,000 or $900 or $800. Now we can't even do the gold. Take out the diaspore, take out the diamonds. You can't make the gold that is the foundation of this ring for $800, obviously. You guys know what gold bands go for. If not, you could do a quick internet search and find out very quickly that a gold band right now, a little 2mm men's gold wedding band, might be a size 10, but it's 2 millimeters in width, smaller than this. And a gold band right now is over $4,000 for a wedding band, a men's wedding band. It's a different world. So how about we take this color-changing stone, phenomenal one source, all that, best cutting in the Asher, diamonds underneath it, and not even ask for $800 to start. I want bids. Participation is going to be what we're going for here. And therefore, I'm going to take the $2,500 ring and I'm going to start at $700 only. That's it. Take a look at it. $700 to start. And how about a $25 increment? And that should get, I'm hoping, our lines going. And I'll just wait. Let's go for the gold here. Participation is what we're after. So striving for that right now. Thank you. Oh, okay. You got it. Who's this for? We're flashing it. I'll just show the Fawn diamond that they already shopped for from the other day. And it was 828. Jason, I'm going to go ahead while we're waiting for the open, since we don't have it. I'm going to show this Fawn diamond I had the other day. It's the pear shape in the bridge. That is already gone, I understand. It's a 50-pointer with 85 points in diamonds. I'm going to put it on the hand for you. And we don't even have it open on the diaspore. Oh, no. Or everybody is stunned by the open at $700. There's your ring. Jason, that's for your caller. Do you know who that is? Who it is? Just to shout them out so they can see it here and hear their name on TV and they'll get their attention. What's that? Hi, Marion. Thank you. All right, so that's the Fawn diamond. It's already sold from the other day. It was $12.99. So that's gone. Congratulations. Enjoy. And then how are we doing? Any open on the diaspore? Nope. Okay. We'll move right along. Did I give it 60 seconds? All right, let's give it 60 seconds. Let's do it. Lots of affordable here and trying to make things even more affordable than they ever should be. I've already lost the center of the wheel. Okay. Final call. Few seconds left, 45 seconds remaining to get the open. Somebody could potentially steal this for $700 because we don't even have a bidder yet. Oh my, that is interesting. Very unusual. All righty, coming up, I think it's going to be the big Tanzanite we bring out next, and then the Cashmere. I do have if anybody's been looking for a big demantoid, there's a really big blowout on a demantoid. Really good size, carat 22. I also have a 1 carat diamond today. Don't see that very often. I'm just going to give you my theory. I think it's the rose gold. I got to believe if that was sitting in white or yellow right now, and I'm going to tell you, you can change it, but I think it's throwing us a little bit that it's in the rose. I always think we should just do our samples unless it's really, really perfect. I think we should do our samples, you know, meaning like show it to you on the air in a white or yellow. This stone is available in rose, but it's also available in the white or the yellow. So don't let that gold color hold you back. I know it takes a little bit of imagination to imagine it in a different gold color, but I hope you will if you're thinking about it, because the fact that it doesn't have $700 right now in an open is a bit surprising. So I think I'm moving on. I don't think we have the open, but take a look. I just wanted to mention and clarify, you can change the gold color. So no problem there, but we don't have the open, so it doesn't matter. Okay, coming up, I'm going to show you the classic hoop earrings that we love. We also have corner rupings in earrings. What, do you have the open? Do you just want to sell it? You just want to sell it at $700? It's not a $700 ring, but we have the open, so let's just do it. You got the only open? Who is it? Bill? Phil? Sell it. Sold. Gone. Congratulations. One bidder. Bye. It's gone. All right. May I show you this Tanzanite? Because it is wow. It's a wow. It's also, and I know all of our blue wings are. Yes. Which one? The pear shape or the cushion? That one's already sold to Jason's collar, I believe. Okay, so let's flash it one more time. Here it is. So before I zoom back on the tansy, here's that pear shape one more time. This is, just change the angle a little bit. There's the pear shape. Yes. From when? Way back? Ask him. How far back? It's Dr. Phil. That's what he said. He said it's Dr. Phil, and we go way back. I think he means. And I don't have a doctor named, like, I'm not a personal doctor named Phil, so I imagine he just means watching. Really? I never worked there, but but that's a long time. I mean, sort of I did for like 6 months, but it wasn't, yeah. Does he go way back? I mean, it was consulting more or less, but yeah, that's a way back. That's like 2000 and I don't even remember when. I blocked that little portion out. Yes, let's try it on again. Sure. Here's the Fawn diamond on the hand. It's just a recap from the other day. I know it's already, I think it's being verified right now. And remember, I think a lot of people are going, wait a minute, did she have a 50-point Fawn diamond with 85 points in diamonds? Yes, yes, yes. And it's $12.99. So that is a huge opportunity for, what did we have? The other one was 47 points and it was same price? I think so. This one's giving you some very important diamond weight too. 85 points, that's a 4-row bridge, and that speaks to the sides, 2 on one top, 1 bottom, 2 underneath. So great bridge there, great way to set up a Fawn diamond and a 1/2 carat exactly in a pear shape, $12.90. That is a big value. That is a good one right there. So congratulations if you get it. And then we've got the Asher cut in the diaspore is gone, and then we're going to bring out that big Tanzanite. So I'll give this 30 more seconds, and then we're going to see that big Tanzanite, which you may just want to come on in right away, because this is quite the value for really our best in the round. And what a value it's going to be. And what I'll probably do in 20 seconds here is start with this Tanzanite on the hand too, just so you can get a little perspective on the size. And there is nothing little about it. It's a huge stone. A 0204 coming up. Okay, so every line's busy. Got a lot of people asking for different things and checking on availability from the first hour 15, and then maybe waiting, because you got a little peek of this one. This is the big round. Take a look at it on my hand first, just because I want you to feel the size perspective there. I'll grab that Fawn diamond. Let me know if you'd like that one for $12.99. And here is item number 204. The reds from a distance are what are really getting me excited, but it's also side to side. I always say a round or a square cushion, even if you think, oh, I could never wear a 1563 stone, maybe you can. Because when it's in that more symmetrical diameter, like a round, or if it's got a squared off shape, it tends to sit evenly across the hand. So it's not like it's going from one, knuckle to another. It's really, I mean, for being a 16 karat, I'm not saying it's not big, because it is, but it's quite wearable the way it's set. We kept it really classic here. We gave it a lot of diamond weight at 125, but it also has that halo to start. Then it has a couple of diamonds on the sides, but what you're not even seeing is there are even diamonds down the shoulders of the ring. So we didn't just stop right here at the sides of the halo. We went further down the band than that. So 125 is your total weight. Can be changed in a gold color for you as well. Only have just this one. Let's now take a look at it up close. Then Diane, we've got your piece coming up, and it's next. So we've got a request for Diane in another 1 carat ruby, but let's zoom back, show you all the details and diamonds that go around and around and around and around. And this is going to be, was that his first time shopping here, Jalen, or has he shopped here for a while? He has shopped here? Wonderful. Well, thanks for watching for so long, and thank you so much for shopping with me today. And here's our 1563 with 125, and there are those reds coming right through. Is that for real? Like even just like that? That sounds lucky. Wow, what are the odds? It's like when I was doing steps the other day and I looked and it was like an even number. Just said 18,000 even. I'm going 18,000 even. Wow, what are the odds? What are the odds? Taking those as signs, right? Look at the reds though in this 1563. Already thinking about it. You know what? Not even 19,999. One of our rarest rounds. I remember the first big Tanzanite I ever had in a ring just many years ago, 4 years ago. And guess what? Well, it was a 16 karat round. I'll never forget it. And this is the closest thing I've seen since. It's been 4 years. And if I'm remembering correctly, that 16 karat once upon a time was more money than this one is today as we're winding down on the blue wings, not ramping up. So that doesn't make sense. It's not even $9,999. It's for one caller. You can have it. And I'll just make this as simple as we can make it. We'll just keep on dropping the price from $9,999 to $89 to $79, and we'll go even lower than that. I'll make it $69.99 to the very first caller only. And that is one of our bigger stones left in a piece of jewelry, and especially a ring, if that's what you're looking for. So Diane, we've got a great oval ruby coming up. Also very, very high quality like the others we've seen today, or the carat 03. I do have another one coming. So that's going to be coming up. But if you want over a carat, we'll show you. So look at this. Look at the reds. Speaking of rubies. Looks like little mini rubies are somehow embedded into that stone and flashing on through. So $69.99, and then we're going to move right along. We've got the carat 02 ruby coming up. This is something to think about, but I did want to show you. They did the extra couple of larger diamonds here beside the halo leading into the band. Normally that band would be diamond free. It's not here. You have the pave continuing down the side. So Diane, this is your request. 9323 is the item number, and whew, that ruby. Oh, Allison, was this your caller's request or somebody else's? Oh, okay. I was kind of thinking maybe this was for you. Diane. So Diane, whoever you were speaking to, we brought this one out based on a request here. It's a 102, so just 1 point shy of the oval we had earlier, but maybe if it's possible, even a little bit more glow on this stone. 21 points in diamonds as well. And we didn't do it up too fancy. I mean, it's scroll work and detail, but it's really pretty. The way I think that's a more casual band, I don't know why. I just feel like without the halos around it, I think it makes it a little more casual, keeping the diamond weight to a minimum so you can just wear it with ease every day, never worry about it being too much for your everyday wear. I love that idea, and we're gonna blow it out right now. It's just as simple as we can make it. It's just it's a spectacular stone. And like I said, we'll bring you another ruby, but it does go below a carat. It's a 70 pointer. So if you are wanting to get to that 1 carat and up, this is the way to go. this is the one to own, and we'll do any gold color you want, and we're going to make it $1,499 to the first caller. It's a special, special stone, though, and that clarity counts for something. It really, really does. So you've got a beautiful look there, and it's only one. So Diane, let us know if we can go back to the drawing board or if that's what you're looking for. Now, I'll flash what I have coming up. This one's new today, so you haven't seen it in the past. But what we're going to do is bring you, oh my goodness, hold on. Let's see. This one's got a clarity too. Let's just show this now. Options are good. So if you want the 1 carat 02 for $14.99, fantastic. If you can go a little smaller, like a 70 pointer, but hey, we're going to bring you a big bridge with it and the same kind of glow and clarity. Oh, I love it. And let me try to help you out here because I know that $14.99 piece, that's still, you know, we did everything we could to blow that one out because it started at $49.99. Well, here's another one that has a 70 pointer. This is going to be item number 20162. So this will be that new style today. Of course, we know that bridge, but it's a 70 point oval. It's still out of Burma. 82 points in your diamond weight. And watch what we can do here. Classic kind of style. Love it in the yellow gold. There's your side detail here with the double row going underneath. Look at this. What a beautiful stone. And ruby is still an important size in that 70 point range. So don't feel like you're getting a small stone. It's not. It's not a small stone. Here's one. Well, it has a $49.99 price tag, just like the last one was supposed to have. I'm going to try this again. We're going to put this on the auction block. Why not? Let's try it. This bridge, all day long, we make it, we manufacture it. One of the reasons we have the values we do is because we are our own manufacturer on I would say about 95% of what we do. Used to be 100%. Now we brought in some great designer pieces here and there. So I'd say about 95% of what we do. Made in-house. This one is, it just means we know exactly where this mounting goes by itself before the ruby goes in the middle. And the mounting alone, no surprise here, is it is over $3,000 to get the mounting. Now, if we can do something kind of wild here and still looking for that participation here and getting everybody in, and I think also just on the heels of that request we had, if you would like to go, if you can go a little smaller, but then we amp up the diamond weight, amp up the gold weight, you still get the clarity. For my money, that's what you look for. I'll take a little less size, and if I can get clarity, like I've said this before, we have 3 carat stones here. Every now and then, they're more opaque. They're more burgundy. They're a deeper color, which you would expect for the larger sizes. You know, they're chromium rich, not a lot of large rubies out there. You expect them to be maybe, you know, you get a little bigger size, but you kind of have to downgrade your clarity grading a little. This stone, I would rather have a clean, glowing stone in a smaller size than an opaque ruby, because most people who have rubies, they're going to be opaque stones. You can't see one bit through them. They don't have enough clarity or enough glow to be able to be capable of that. This is the stone that is the exception to the rule as opposed to the standard. And I'm going to put it on the auction block, and we're not starting at $4,000 because I get it. Rubies, not everyone understands that we see a lot of rubies elsewhere in the world because they're very popular. They're very common. We know them and understand them, but what we normally see are different sources. They give you entirely different colors and different qualities, and very few can bring you Burma. And so that's where a lot of people say, well, I don't understand why the price is a little bit more than some of the rubies I've seen out and about, because I went to the mall the other day in that big department store that has amethyst and citrine and really, really, really mediocre diamonds. They got rubies too, and they're like $2.99. Yeah, they look nothing like a Burma ruby. They have no clarity, no glow, not even really necessarily a true red. So when we're talking about Burma, that really is what you're looking for if you want the best, and I know you guys do, otherwise you'd be shopping somewhere else right now, right? You wouldn't be tuned in to TVON. You'd be at some of those other places, right? You guys are really about savvy shopping, getting better quality, spending less, and speaking of less, let's not even start at 4 or 3 or even 25. I'm not even starting at 2. I had my last auction kind of not be an auction, so let's see if we can combat that with a really, 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 really low open on a beautiful ruby, and it's not going to be $2,000. I'm starting at $15 instead. Take a look at it. $1,500. So you get more diamond weight. We just had a 1 carat for the same price. Okay, I got an idea. I've got a better idea. And $25 increments sounds good. But here's what I want to do since I have no open yet. And nobody's on the lines. Now that 102 is still here. Let's make this even less. Just going to try to get an auction going. You don't have to even spend $15. This bridge mounting is over $3,000. That has not changed. Don't even ask for 15, 14, 13, or 12, or 11. We're going to start the auction at $1,000. $1,000 bucks. $5,000 ring, brand new today, $1,000 open. That is a very, very, very big divide. Usually we could just go halvesies and we're good. We're off to the races. This time we're going a little bit less. Okay, we're going a lot less, just to try and get a lot of participation, a lot of people to dream ruby. I know rubies are usually out of reach. They can get really, really expensive really fast when you get into bigger sizes like this is, because it's a chromium-rich stone. Out of Burma, the best source in the world, bar none. You don't see a lot of options that are going to be affordable. $1,000 to open. Let's give it 60 seconds. No open on this one yet either. Wow. So here we go. I'll give it the 60 seconds to see if we've got anybody wants to come on in, and let's try it on. Show you that way. No, you can change the gold if you want to. It's in the yellow. You can do white. You can do rose. You can get in your size. We always do that. So how about $1,000 to get that one going? And no, we don't see an 82-point diamond mounting for that kind of price. And this maybe worked, maybe for Diane, who made that ruby request, this might work for her as well. I don't know. We'll find out. So 30 seconds, last chance. No open on this one either. Oof, that is interesting. All right. Winza sapphires are here. I've got 3. There are final 3, by the way. That's kind of sad. I am going to miss these stones. I'm sorry, there are 4 pieces, and they're all really special mountings. Oh my goodness, really special. So we'll see some great Winza sapphires today. If you have missed them, I know a lot of people have been, it's a busy time of year, so a lot of people maybe aren't with us every day. You're going to love these stones. We'll tell you all about them, but waiting for an open, no open. All righty. So coming up, do you have it? Oh, wait, so wait, hang on. We are verifying last minute here. It looks like actually after the last minute, we are verifying here. So we'll see if we've got the open, and then we'll get into some Winzas. That'll be our final few here. And then we also have, gosh, we've got the really pretty corner rupine, got an 89 pointer here today. So much more. If you have requests, get them in. We're already halfway through the show. Anybody on this one? Yes, no? I'm sorry. Do we have the open or not? Oh, we do? Don't, not sure. Jalen, thinking about this one? Nope, okay. But hark, I hear a phone ringing. So we'll see. And then big Tanzanite's here, the 16 carater. Are you thinking about this one? All right, so verifying 1,000. We got it. Not batting 1,000, but we're verifying 1,000. Almost the same thing. So $1,000 we have. We've got it. I have a feeling this is going to be quick. Took us about 2.5 minutes to get the open. We'll give it a final call. It's a final clock. It's 2 minutes, $25 increments. If you want to get the, hey, if you want to get the mounting for the mounting. We don't do semi-mount shows, but if we did, this mounting would have to be more money than it is auctioning right now for. So when you get $1,000, when you can spend $1,000 and get, in turn, 82 points in VS Diamonds, a lot of gold, the gold of really 2 or 3 rings in one, and a ruby out of Burma that is highly transparent and glowing and stunning, and yet all of that is $1,000. It's a costume jewelry price. This is crazy good. We're going to give it a last call. It's going to be 2 minutes on the clock, and then we'll sell it. I think it's a light competition day for auction, so you're living right. It makes me worried about some of the pieces I have coming up, because we've got that big Asher cut, that really, really special demantoid that I've been telling you about. This is just frightening levels. And look, we're starting only at $1,000 to start, and that's all we've got. Take a look at it. Final 2 minutes, and we'll move right along. Give requests in if you have them too. We'd love to hear from you. What would you like to see today? I've gone through most of the jewelry already, so we got plenty of time for requests. I do have some hoop earrings. I'm really looking forward to the Asher. The Asher Blue Wing is really stunning. I'm going to try this one on again for you as well, so you can see what this size of this particular, I know we do a lot of bridge mounting, so sometimes it's tough to look at one and realize where it fits in the scheme of things, but I'm going to show it to you on the hand. That'll give you a really good idea. And yes, this is a really special bridge. Look at that, 2 rows going down the middle and through. Outer rows kind of meeting up with that halo. Really great looking color and clarity. You see the glow from a distance away as well. You can see all that clarity. I mean, it's still glowing even when it's on the hands. This isn't just a function of being up close and really driving the light towards that stone. It's just always glowing. That is a very special stone because of it. Don't see a lot of pieces that'll be able to do that in the ruby world. So final call, $1,000. Looks like 2 minutes airtime is not going to result in $25 advances here. So who's got our open? We've got 1 open and 1 bidder, and you know what? 40 seconds remaining, and then it's going to be gone. And then you know what? I'll bring that Asher cutout right at the top of the hour if I can even wait that long. I don't know if I can. I'm loving it. I keep staring at this Asher cut Tanzanite. Very excited to bring it out to you. And it's really good, and it's a classic style and a double halo and a lot of diamond weight. So we're going to see that shortly. Don't go anywhere. If you've been thinking, wait a minute, Asher cut, I haven't seen that in a while. They have been really, they've been gone. We kind of pillaged one from the private collection. So got that coming up today. And then we've got our Winza sapphires. Last look at them coming up next. So 5 seconds away from Winza's. And this is it. Last call, 1,000 once, twice, 3 times, and sold. Congratulations. All right, so let's get to some of these Winza sapphires that are just, to me, we know they're rare, but just some of the most fascinating stones we've seen yet. I know I bring you debuts a lot, but oh my, speaking of debuts, you got to mark your calendars here because we're actually going to do a debut on a Wednesday. Oh my goodness, and it's going to be this coming Wednesday, the 22nd. So think 322, think 22nd of March. We're going to bring you a big debut. Well, it's not something we've never had, but it's something we need desperately because when we have had it, there aren't enough of them. So Wednesday, be with me. I can't tell you what it is yet, but you'll love it. Wednesday night, the 22nd, be with me. I'll keep reminding you throughout the week. But that's just one of our Winzas. I'm actually going to build a wheel. But I always like with these stones, they're so specific. I like to show you each one individually first. Well, look at this. Mostly ruby red, but then it's got that upper, almost, look at that. It's like that upper third there, or the upper quarter of the stone is that pink or that blue purple. That's another option. That's a great size too. And then look at this one, a more half and half. Blue to pink, red. If you've never seen these, we'll explain what they are. And then we've got one more. So I just wanted to give you the up close. Maybe you start to eye your favorite here. And then, oh, the most distinctive. This is the one I noticed. When I saw the parcel of loose stones first, when they were just loose stones in a box together, this was the one that reminded me a little bit. It looks like almost like a beautiful blue kind of smoky pattern going right through the middle. And then it just replicates that on the very top and bottom. So very distinctive. It's like you get the striated look, but also the pattern through the middle. That's my favorite right there. And that's got a lot of red. Sometimes they're more pink. Sometimes they're a little more red. This is corundum. So we're going to show you all 4 now. And we can still come in close as you ask for them. But let's take a look at what we have. And so many of these have the yellow diamonds with them. The only exception would be this one. The rest, yellow and white diamond combos. How fun. Why not? Multiple colors in the sapphire itself. Why not have multiple colors of natural diamonds with it? So the 4 we see here. Now, for those of you that have been not with us the last week or two, I'll tell you a little bit about these rare Tanzanian sapphires that are, as a rule, out of this mine. The mine is called Winza. I just love the name of the mine. I think it's great. I like Beckley too. We had the color change garnet earlier, the blue garnet out of the Beckley mine in Madagascar. This is the Winza. And as someone who loves sports, and I love to Winza, I love when my team's Winza. Had a couple of good Winzas last night. Oh my goodness, a couple really bad losses as well. But I joked, I said, I don't know if I'm going to have a voice. Is anybody else feeling me on that? I don't know how I have a voice today with as much hooting and hollering and screaming as I did yesterday all day. Watching basketball. But here's what we have for you. We've got all stones that are just under a carat, and get ready, big value. Most of these have been a little more pricey. They should be. There's only one published price that's available to the world because that's how limited they are. One price, one. That tells you how limited this stone is. Now, there's only one source that we know of, Winza Mine in Tanzania, that has produced this zone type of sapphire ruby combo. We know that rubies and sapphires are really one and the same. They're all corundum. But we also know there are a lot of different colors within those categories, rubies being red, sapphires being blues and purples. And that's what we're going to concentrate on here because that's usually the combination you get. it's just a bit of a phenomenon, not technically speaking, but a bit of an illusion as to, it's kind of got gemologists a little stumped as to why this location was able to produce multiple colors in sapphire together. It's zoned. It's not really a bicolor. It's more zoned or striated. And then they're all natural. It's why you get some of these really cool patterns, and some of them are more splits. Others are more pattern-like. They're more almost picturesque. So really unique styles, and that's probably, you probably have a favorite, which is why you want to jump in. Now, 3 of those 4 we've upgraded with yellow and white diamonds, which we have not seen much of since we've debuted them only about a week or so ago. Was that last week? I think it was last week. So again, not been here very often. These are our final 4 here. And we've got a very, very special way to get them. Now, we've got big diamond weights, so we'll try to touch on those carat weights of the individual stones and the diamond weights around them. But since they are all in a wheel together, my biggest advice here is to get on the phone lines, because yes, this has been happening. I try to put them together when we can so that you can really pick your favorite pattern of the stones or your favorite mounting, because obviously they're similar, but they're very different at the same time. So we know you're going to have a distinctive favorite. It's also why you want to be on the phone lines early, because what's been happening even with these sets is that usually people get their heart set on one, and then if it sells to somebody else, they're out of luck. So call in very quickly if you have a favorite. This is our last look at them. It's been a pleasure to bring them. It's been a joy to have them. I don't know of anybody else in the world that does. That one published price that I was referring to was actually the natural history auction that took place a few years ago. They had a 2 carat. That's why it was at the auction house, because that was such an unusual size. This is like a lot of collectible stones. Does not occur in big sizes, much like sapphires and rubies don't. And when you get those bigger sizes, boy, do they get rare. The 2 carat published price was $9,000 a carat. So it was around $18,000, because I don't think it was an exact 2 carat. They didn't publish. Sometimes they're like that. They don't publish a lot of prices. It's amazing we have that reference to go on. But there was basically a $20,000 stone for a 2 carat. These are all just under 1 carat. I don't know where else, more importantly, where you find them. That's the big illusion here is we've got them set in beautiful jewelry. They're still corundum, so they're all 9 on the Mohs scale. So you've got great durability to wear them every day. Why not? Think about it. You're like the walking museum. You're taking the portable collectible and you're sharing it with not only yourself and your people, but the world really as you wear it. It's enjoyable to do such a thing when you've got something so specific and unique as these are. Let's take a look at all 4. Get yourselves on the phone lines here, and we'll make it a really big value. Most of these have been hanging out around $39.99 and $49.99, especially in these sizes. Well, this is going to be the 96 pointer. So I'll walk you through, and we'll go down in size. That's the largest right here on the right side. That's the 96 pointer. The next size down is going to be all the way on the other side here, which is going to be, let me make sure that I have got, yes, this one, 94. So the 2 on the sides are just 2 points away from each other. A little more elongated here, a little bit more squared off. So 96 and 94. My next size down is going to be the 80 pointer, which is right here in the front row. The only one that has just white diamonds with it, no yellow diamonds. That'll be our 80 pointer with 81 points in diamonds. And then 73 pointers right here in the back. So that will be the small S, but that to me has the most distinctive and unusual pattern to it. And they're not going to be the $39.99 at all. So this is where we get to have some fun. You can actually, if you need to, change gold colors, but most of these, given that they have the yellow and the white diamond presence, they're going to have yellow and white gold. The exception would be this yellow gold in the front, which has ironically the white diamonds in it. And we're not asking $39.99. Any one you want. It's our last hurrah on these Winzas. I know most of our collectors probably already have one. If you're newer to this collection or you're just loving the idea of maybe getting a different look than what you already have, I think a lot of these give you that option that differ greatly from what we brought you so far. And also big diamond weights. I've got a total diamond weight over here. That's going to be a, wow, it's 107. Total yellow and white, even though it only says white diamonds. That's actually yellow and white diamonds, so they didn't even factor that in. Yikes, 107 on the carat weight there. We're talking about diamond weights now. On this one, largest stone, that'll be actually 86 points in diamonds in total. Then we've got 81 points up front, and then over in the back, also the yellow-white combination, that'll be 66 points in the yellow and 38 points in the white. So really beautiful, beautiful. And it's going to be, are you ready? Get them all out the door. $39.99. I look at this like, here's our finale. Maybe you missed them. Maybe you didn't have your first choice the first time around and you just waited, here are our last final four. I can't believe that we're already at the end of this little assortment. This is going to be it. And all of those really distinctive, if they were just rubies or if they were just purple or blue sapphires, think of what the price tag would be. The fact that this is as unique and distinctive and one of a kind as they are, no two stones alike, and they're not $39, I'm going to make them affordable. What good is it if we can bring you something that's fabulous and cool and different, but nobody can afford it? Or it's affordable, but maybe not to get everybody one, or maybe you're on your second one here and you want to have two different options. This is the way to go. They're not even $39 or $29.99. What we have sold them for, and everyone that I brought you is gone up to this point. So when you know they're gone, there obviously was some great value associated with them. We're not doing even $29.99 or $2,500. These are all just under a carat. Some really glamorous mountings here as well, really suited for these purple, pinks, and reds and the blues together. It's not even $24.99. Let's blow them out. Any one of the four you want, they're $1,999 only. That's it. So take a look. Last call on any one of those that you'd like. 60 seconds is all we can give. I'll try them on as we hear which request you have. Which one do you like so far, Will? Front row. They like the white diamonds, they like the emerald cut, and that really distinctive defined split there. That'll be item number 20172, and that's the 80 point right there. That's going to have the 81 points. So 80 points center, 81 points in diamonds. Here's what it looks like on. Right now that's in the yellow gold. Can be changed. So wow, do you see the distinctive colors there? And all unheated, untreated material. We've got about 35 seconds remaining at $19.99. Do you have this one for sure, Will? Or we're going to take that one off the options here, I think. Let's see. That's gone. All right. And look at that. We're leaving the yellow and the white diamond mountings here. All right. Coming up. Did we go too wild? Did we go crazy? And most of these three would have that really, I would say, especially this one, a lot of that more red color. See how the other two are more magenta, pink, fuchsia? This has a little more of a ruby-esque kind of color with that purple blue streak up top. So those are available if you'd like them. Congratulations to your caller who got it. What do you mean you think? Do we need him to call back to make sure we send it to the right place? Okay, good. I got to make sure. All right, Gary, thank you so much. All right, coming up next, let's move on. We've got some gorgeous hoops. I was thinking we wait on the Asher, but maybe we're ready for it. It's funny, we have the blues and the purples and the reds there. We can just give you all that in one stone, where it just brings you a different way to get those three colors, trichroism at its best. Are you ready? We've got a big Tanzanite coming up at the top of the hour. We've got a really special demantoid. We've got hoop earrings, you name it. We've got requests. We can bring out anything from the vault. Showing you most of the show here already in the first hour 40. Just got a few left. Have a cashmere, by the way, certified by GIA. It's a cashmere sapphire, similar color actually to what we just saw as the foundation of those Winzas. And then here's what I'm going to do. Something super exotic. Collectors, I never thought we would see the day. This is only for one caller. It's not for everybody. I'll tell you right now, if you need to go get a snack or a drink or something, you can probably leave right now. Unless you're thinking, I'm the collector. I want something special. And how often, because I know it's a big world, there's a lot of gems out there. We specialize in exotics. I just don't think there's anybody else in the world that has something like this. I'm going to bring you an earring that has a corner rupee stone in each earring. I never thought I would see this day. Lately, we brought you some of those beautiful blue-green corner rupees. I tell you, what I've been pricing, I'm ashamed. What TVON and I have been doing here in the last few weeks in corner rupee is shameful, downright shameful. It's been wrong, it's been silly, it's been a bit stupid. We've been doing crazy things. I have truly taken one of the world's rarest. A lot of people still leaving them here too because they have no idea, and I don't blame you. And so I'm standing up here trying to tell you everything you need to know about the stone. And today is the day we're going to bring you a matched set, 2 stones, 1 pair of earrings, and then dripping in diamonds. They look like Paraibas. If they look like dirt, I'd say skip it. But they look like Paraibas, which I think a lot of us agree is one of the prettiest stones out there anyways. So let's look at it like a Paraiba color, but in a stone that's even, I haven't done the math because it would be virtually impossible to do, not knowing how many corner rupines in this color really exist. It's not many. We could probably count the number of stones. Like most gems, you couldn't count. It's a countless number of rubies in the world, countless number of sapphires, emeralds, go on and on and on. You can't count them. We could probably sit here and count how many gem quality, facet grade corner rupines there are in this color. And I'm going to put 2 in 1 pair of earrings in a gorgeous drop. If you have Paraibas, they'll look great with it. If you just take a lot of pride in having rare stones in exotic pieces, let me show you. I'm going to move those Winzas aside, and it's going to be just the amount of room we need to show off this incredible, slinky, sexy, stiletto style drop earring that, oh my goodness, is built for one caller here, and it's item number 0173. And look at this all the way through. Those are bezel set diamonds that then are leading in and around your stunning corner rupine stones that are, yes, this beautiful, it's like a minty green with a little bit of blue. Looks a lot like copper bearing tourmaline when they are the same kind of color with that green blue. It's so amazing. We're going to get you a total weight here. 127. Wow. 127 in corner rupines. That's total. So yes, each one's about 65 points or so. That's big. This is not like every other stone where a 65 pointer is insignificant. It's the opposite. It's quite significant and substantial to get that kind of level. We're also talking about a full 1 carat in diamonds. Bezel set, bigger stones, all the way running from top to bottom. And that's going to be that little slinky effect. We just brought you the champagne and cigar ring the other day. That band, so popular yet again. This would look fantastic with that band. It would look incredible with the diamonds by the yard. Again, you're getting the idea, bezel set diamonds. And it's a post and butterfly backing, drop earring. They're probably not your everyday style just because they're, you know, a little longer than a typical stud. But let's take a look at what they do and the way they're finished and the drop they give you. And I'll change the gold because I didn't know if you guys would prefer the white or the yellow or the rose. So I'm going to let you choose. And we just had to choose a way to set them. And we went with the yellow, interestingly enough. Most of our rings have been set in the white gold. So I would be a fan of it in either because look at that. All we're looking at now is an 1 3/4 stiletto drop, that beautiful flattering style. And there's your post. This is the back, so you can see how the back is even finished quite well because of the bezels, so it just takes it right on through the back. And I'll put one up against the ear for you, but this is going to be a moment you cannot miss because what truly has, this is priceless. If there ever was something to be defined as a priceless pair of earrings, it's right here and now. Corner rupines matched up, gem quality material, tons of diamond weight. This is what they look like from a distance away, just to give you an idea of the drop, of the length that they give, all of that. I mean, what a look. Ooh, that's pretty. And you see they're not, I've even got the pop collar. It doesn't matter. They're not touching my shoulder. They're not getting in the way of anything. They're not, you know, this isn't going to be that shoulder duster earring. And it's only hanging on for dear life because I don't have a backing. So they're just, you know, floating. It's like the models doing the book on the head and they walk. This is our own version, the home shopping version. Just can you wear an earring and balance it without a backing? I cannot believe we put a really, really affordable price tag on these, but we have. And if you are lucky enough to have a ring already, get the earring to match. Let's go back up close and personal. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold. Anybody thinking about them? Anybody want to humor me and just come on in and say, I kind of like that idea? An exotic like that? I mean, who else in the world, honestly, where's there ever going to be? And you heard me say it, the corner rupines out of Tanzania, a little different from, I've had corner rupines in the past in loose gemstone exotic shows. They were a lot of money, but they were brown. They were brown and they were so hazy. They were mostly cabochon cut. They usually didn't have any transparency, any clarity whatsoever. This is where you're getting the top quality of the colors because there's not just one color available in this stone. Okay, we put a price tag on them and they're $89.99. Let me help you. Anybody thinking about them? Come on in. I got to do something. I got to do something. It's Saturday. We're approaching last hour. I know a lot of people are waiting for the Asher cut. That 512 is coming up in about 12 minutes. So not much longer to wait for the Asher cut. Stay with me to see it. If you want the earrings, we should probably do this off air and not even tell you what the price is because I am, once again, I've been looking back at the last few days of this stone debuting. I can't believe the kind of prices we have done, how affordable we've made this. We have priced it like it's nothing, like it's just an average ordinary stone. It's not going to be $89.99 for the pair of earrings. I just want you to try them. I know it's a long shot here because it's a rare stone that you don't see anywhere else, and now we've got it doubled up in an earring that's dramatic and glamorous and dropped in diamonds and all that. I'm not even asking $89.99. I got to put a price tag that is so small, it's going to convince one caller watching right now to call in and try them. And if that's you, I think in a couple of days you're going to call me and say, thank goodness I did, because that's a hot earring. And I know I'm the only one in the world that has anything like it. Take a look. That price tag is about to be revealed. And I'm going to make this so easy right now. You don't pay half of this price at $45. It's a winner. Already, we're going to take it even lower than that. It's not $45. I can't. I got to convince you to call me and just try them and see what they're all about. If they're not all that, send them on back. But you are really, truly in some very elite company. I would venture to say you are standing alone as that one and only collector in the world when you get something like this. And it's not $45, $35, $2,500. They're not even $2,000. I so badly want to see somebody get these today. I'll make them $1,999 only, and that is just a far cry from what you could even do the gold and the big diamonds for. And yet we're giving you two matched, rare of the rare corner roofing stones out of Tanzania in the literal best color they've ever been discovered in, the best clarity you can get, the perfect match, and they're 19, and it's, look at that. Yes, Tony's amusing me, he's humoring us, because it is too tiny. It's too tiny of a price tag. It's too small, it's too affordable, but that is what we look for. So $19.99 gets them to you. Try them out, we'll give them 60 seconds. They're here at the moment, which is hard to believe. A shocker, really. $19.99 to get corner roofing. I know it's a long shot. I know it's a long shot. I know that. I get it. But this is the stone where if we've got a collector out there who knows, and just if you've got one of the rings, we've had so many beautiful ovals and rings lately, relatively speaking. We had about, 8 stones? This is the moment to get them. And I'll tell you, I would do them in white gold. That's 100%. I would have chosen white gold. I do have, let me see, just imagine it in the white gold. I think that's how I would ask for them. But again, totally up to you. Rose gold even an option on an earring, no less. So want you to get exactly what you want there. But white, yellow, rose, just the drop, 1 3/4. Very elegant, very beautiful. And that is not just a regular green. That's not like an emerald green. It's that little pop of that neon bright blue green, a little bit of gold into them as well. And that's what this stone is all about. But $19.99, can't leave them here. Can't leave them here, and apparently I'm leaving them here. Too bad. Look at that. And do you see how there's a little bit of like a hinge. I just wanted to show you. Do you see how slinky that is? There's a little bit of those bezels this is not just a fixed stationary static style. There's a little bit of movement happening between those bezels. So you've actually, not that they're going to sway when they're on the ear, but there's that little bit of again, distinctive little, how would you describe it? It's not really an O-ring, but it's a little bit of movement between all the bezels. All right, that's here. Jason, were you shopping on, not the earrings, right? Okay. What were you shopping for? Oh, from earlier, the start of the show? Oh, good. Well, let me know. Let me know so I can put those aside. People don't like later when I look like an idiot when I'm up here showing people's jewelry. At the end of the show, I'm going to be going, can't believe this is still here. And then your caller, who was whoever, is going to say, I bought that an hour ago. So the Paraiba from earlier is gone. So congratulations. Who was it that got it? Robert? Hi, Robert. I know that name. Robert. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Anybody taking the corner roofing? Allison, Will, anybody thinking about the corner roofing earrings? Okay. Looks like those are still hanging out for the moment, but verifying. That's good news. And then we've got our top of the hour about 7 minutes now away. I do have one demantoid. We could just move this on out if we give it a really, really stinking low price. Look at this one. That's demantoid. Okay. That stone, I was expecting to see some hazy, maybe not so really great stone here. It's perfect. Let's take a look. Those are here. I'm taking those. I'm going to get them in white gold, but I'm taking them. Here's item number 5367. I mean, for $19.99, my goodness. Between all my games, I had to go out yesterday and I actually went to a physical store. I'm an online shopper. I don't shop usually in person in stores, but I had to yesterday, so I did. And they had jewelry there. There wasn't a piece in there for $19.99. Trust me. Not a piece. Not one piece in this entire establishment for $19.99. And they got sterling silver in there too. And I'm just looking at what I'm doing on corner rupee and earrings. I can't get over it. Wise buys here. Okay, so how about 5367? I got a blowout for one caller, and it's going to be wild. 122 is the size of this demantoid out of Russia. Yes? Question? Will, you had a question? Allison, question? All good? You have a question? Sure. What do you want to see? You just want to see a ring? Just a ring, like an oval? Sure. I'll get a corner rupee ring out here. Sure. First, the demantoid's got to go. How about 59 points in yellow diamonds? And another carat 06 in white diamonds. Pave wrapping around even the outside edge of this ring. Cocktail style ring finished. I mean, really? They did finishing on the band, and then they even did finishing beneath the medallion of the platform up front. And so much texturing. I just wanted to show you there's a little bit of concavity to this. Yeah. Earrings? Who was it? Oh, yeah? Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm just looking at this ring going, what? So many markdowns. It looks like 13 different markdowns. Let's give it the final one. The final shot, the final chance, and look at this on the hand because size perspective is really important here. The finishing is incredible. The band itself is really the right size to support a ring of this size. It really does pave and wraps around and around and around and around and around. And then do not forget, from completely profile angles, you're going to see diamonds continue and just make it this really unique, showy piece here. This is it's a stunner. And then your yellow diamonds wrap around. They start up here, they go around the edge here, and then they're going to come on in and go right up front and center and wrap around that Russian demantoid in a big size. It's so difficult. I know labor's not sexy, right? We don't talk about it much. And quite frankly, don't talk about it as much as we should because it's not as sexy as the stones and the diamonds are. And the finished product is sexy. You know, the labor and talking about how it was put together is not sexy. But yet, there is so much labor because of what is going on here on the sides and the profile and all the way around. And how about the beautiful nature? Those are not regular yellow diamonds. They're really bright yellow diamonds. Yes?
Stanley got the emerald aqua.
What? This, oh my goodness, Dan, all the guys are shopping today.
He said our show is the best.
He said what?
Our show is the best.
Oh, our show. Oh, that's awfully nice of him to say that. Well, thank you so much. Hey, Stanley. Stanley got the emerald cut aqua from earlier. I'm so glad. We got a lot of pieces going from earlier today. So that's exciting. If you want to call and ask about your favorites. About to bring this down from the $79.99 it was not so long ago and just make it a quick blowout. Then we've got a corner rupee ring by request, and I'll tell you what I'll do. Skip it, make it easy. I can't believe this. I'm going to go lower than the lowest price on this bag. And the lowest price on this bag is really, really, really good. I just want to make sure it goes, though. And on a day like today, and we're just moments away from the top of the hour, that Asher cut, corner rupee request is here for whoever requested that. That'll be here momentarily. This one won't take long to get out the door because skipping all the prices, and there are a lot of them. I don't know if you can see all that, but there's a lot of different markdowns. I have no markers up here. That's not me. That's just over time, unique ring coming down lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, and suddenly it's going to be too low. Or is it? Is it ever get too low? Not really. Because you guys like deals. You want the best deal possible. This is it. It's not even $79.99. Huge value. Blow it out. Make it even better. I'll make it $3,499 for the demantoid out of Russia in that huge size. Not a carat. It's a carat 22. And you have diamonds and diamonds and more diamonds. That would be a total of a carat 65 in diamonds. Very nice. One only, as it is in the two-tone gold, mostly white. But of course, you have to have a little yellow gold for the yellow diamonds that are wrapping around it. And that'll be $34.99. And then the corner rupee ring is here. Tony 0192 is coming up next. So we'll be ready because I know at the top of the hour, we're going to want that Asher cut out here. right at that perfect timing, and it is going to be a wild one. So stick around. Let us know if you have any requests you'd like to see. A lot of pieces from earlier are going. So also ask about those pieces from earlier in the show that might still be available, but not for long. So here comes, Jalen, do you know who your corner roofing requester was for a ring? Because here's what I have for him. I have 0192 and maybe the most blue-green yet. Yes, yes, and yes. Huge stone, 89 points, 30 points in diamonds. It's not going to stop me. We've got the blowout. We had the blowout on the earrings, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense if I come back with a ring, even though this is a significant size. We don't know who it was. All right, but it's okay. You know how I know this is going to go? Because I'm going to discount it like I'm discounting everything today, and we still have the Russian demantoid still hanging out if you want it. And now we have an 89 point. This has a lot of the blues. So if that's what you're after and you like the idea of more Paraiba look to the stone, this is it, because it's got that bright, searing, just beautiful neon green, almost minty, but then you have that blue secondary, which is really good, and one only. It wouldn't be right if we do $74.99 because I just dropped those earrings so much. So how about we do this? First caller, one ring. Obviously, these are all one of a kinds. Each stone is different, but how about that? Clarity, color, brilliant, showing it off? Yeah, it is. Any gold you want on this one, I'll blow it out for $1,999 for our nearly 1 carat center. That is a really strong size and great color. And we'll try it on for you, and then top of the hour will be arriving. It's actually just arrived just now. So $19.99 if you'd like this one, give me a call. That's what it looks like up close. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And that beautiful designer style with that bit of that quatrefoil meets floral design. It's a bit of a mix there. Got a little open work. It's almost like leaves or like a little 3-leaf pattern in between, or I should say inside, every one of these 4 petals if you regard it as a floral design. So $19.99 for an 89 pointer is exquisite. It's a beautiful value there. We love having that one on the air for you in the corner roofing. So $19.99. We're going to be moving along. Big Asher cut has arrived. It is time to show you a 5 carat plus, the seriously most limited cut we have in the Blue Wing Block Ds by far, even more so than the rounds, even more so than the emerald cuts, which are, you know, all in contention for rare cutting. We're going to bring you the Asher cut, which we've been missing dearly. So we'll have that coming up as our big top of the hour. And a special welcome to the show, that corner roofing. I think the earrings might be here. I think the ring is here. So, hey, it's time to shop for those great collectibles. And a lot of people, now we've been on the air for about 121 minutes. A lot of people are dialing in now on pieces that we saw hours ago. So do not hesitate to do the same. Don't necessarily wait till the end of the show. By that time, you're one of a kind, which is pretty much everything I've shown you today. Could be long gone, and you don't want to miss out. If you've seen any of the values I've done over the last 2 hours, hang on and hold on. And if you're just now joining us, it's been a wild Saturday. It's about to get a little crazier. The piece I have been waiting for, it's taken every bit of discipline that I have to not show this to you early. Really wanted to wait till our last hour kickoff, which we're there, 73, or rather, this is going to be item number 197. This is that last of the last Asher cuts. And it takes a lot. With emerald cuts and Asher cuts that are inherently step-faceted, it takes a lot of saturation to have these cuts, which we love and adore, but to not have it get a little bit less saturated through the center of the stone takes a lot of inherent natural saturation. That's what this Asher cut we're going to show you next brings. It delivers, and it's the most exotic of all the cuts of the Blue Wing Block D overall. It is 5 carats 12. It's sensational. It's classic. We inherently kept it classic because we know with so few Asher cuts having been here overall, and now going forward knowing that here it is, last chance, well, we kept it classic with the double halo. That's going to take that Asher cutting and emphasize it and show that off, because it's going to be that perfect double halo that's going to wrap around the sides, the outside edge, so that you're really showing off that distinctive and unique cutting. I was looking at a Tanzanite yesterday in that store I mentioned, and it was cabochon cut. So why they typically cabochon cut is when, and if you're going cabochon Tanzanite, yes, they're out there. And it wasn't a very clean stone, which is unusual because Tanzanite usually doesn't have clarity issues. And it was an 8 carat cabochon with a few baguette diamonds on the side, and that was it. 85 And it was a cabochon cut. Let's bring you a stone that is a 512. Oh, and by the way, that wasn't Blue Wing Block D. Of course not. It wasn't at TVON. This is a 512. Blue Wing, Block D, and all the color you could ever ask for. Hello, Museum Reserve. That's why we're bringing it out. And they fought. They fought and fought and fought to not release this one. We've released other Museum Reserves. This was the one that it was a battle. Did not want to release this stone, but here it is. And your demand and your request for Asher cuts has not fallen on deaf ears. Here it is. It's a 512 and 14 karat solid gold, and that's a total of 106 in VS diamonds, perfectly surrounding it. And I got to do something crazy. It's been a wild day. We've got a lot of discounts. What a great, great show. As far as like the merchandise has just been so gorgeous and different and unique. But you know, we've all been waiting for a Blue Wing. Haven't had one all day. I'm only going to have this one. So let's make it memorable. And more importantly, give you a really nice heavy discount. I like when I can go online and see the blogs and the communities and the social channels all go at the end of a show go, what was she on today? what was with those prices today? I mean, you as customers are literally bashing me for going too low on our prices. I love that. I'm like, that's when I know I've made it. If you guys are like, what's going on with those TVON prices? Why are they getting so low? Why is it? I paid more money, say 6 months ago, and 10 months. I paid more money for the same kind of look. I spent less. You know, it's that's when we know we're doing something right. That's what I love. And here it is, last call on Blue Wings. I got the Asher everybody wants. I don't know if we got any people here. I'm going to do something to make sure we get you all to come out and enjoy maybe a stone you don't have this cut of yet. I mean, this sounds crazy, but people are collecting this material. Again, you know we're making it affordable when people are saying, I have 8 Tanzanites. I have 25 Tanzanites. I'm on my third or fifth. This is what people are doing. Getting a different cut, a different style, getting one for every day of the week and every different mood you have. Isn't that great about being a woman? You can just have all these different, yes, we have different moods as human beings, but you can like change your whole persona day by day. Jewelry helps you do that. I say an oval looks very different from an Asher, looks very different from a cushion, looks very different from a trillion. They inherently have different personalities to them. So you're going to get that top saturation. We need to find a way to take the $79.99 ring that I am looking at right there on that bag, and I'm going to make it less. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not asking $79.99. I'm going to attempt a final auction. I got to try it again. I've had 2. They've been weird. So here's what we do to try and get everybody in and get you a better value on a really, really important Blue Wing Block D. I don't think they get any better. I don't think they get any more important than rarity, the cutting, the quality, the 512 size, all the reds you see. I'm not even pointing that up to your eye level yet. When I do, get ready, because it's going to go just poppity pop pop. Let's go crazy. And so what? If I make it more affordable than any Asher cut's ever been before, so what? As long as you're happy today, and as long as anybody who's going, kind of like that ring, as long as I can get you on the phone lines and make you happier by saying, I got the ring, it's mine. Send it to me, I'm taking it, it's my new collectible, that's what I'm doing. So take a look at it, it's not gonna be $79.99, and we are going to put it on the auction block so I can get away, run fast away from $79.99 and give you this value. Any gold you want, of course. Any size that's gonna suit you and be perfect, it's on the hand, yes, of course. And now, I wasn't planning on this being your first upright, like right there at eye level shot, but it's certainly showing you the reds, isn't it? Certainly is, and I think we're in that happy size, happy medium size, not too small, not too big. Anybody could wear it, right? Double halo, elegant mounting, comfortable on, sits perfectly, right centered up where it should. I don't know, $79.99. My auctions, like I said, they've been a little odd. So let's try and get everybody in, and I'm going to make a final attempt here. And I'm not going to start at even $4,500 or $4,000 or $3,500, all great values, all going to be worthy of a 5 karat 12 Blue Wing Block D, but I'm going to try to make it a little more interesting. And it'll be a $10 increment. We'll make that interesting too. Forget about 25. Remember the days when I had $100 increments and that was the norm? Yeah, of course, profile. Here it is on the hand as far as a profile is concerned. Then we'll show it up close as well. So naturally, this is where the diamonds are going to be on the same level. That's going to be elevated up on that basket of gold. And then right there, just to accommodate the depth of the stone, just a little bit more elevation to the center. I wouldn't say this is anything that sits up any higher than any other normal ring. I don't have an open though, but that is not new. That's been happening all day long. And then we finally get an open, but it's moments after, minutes after the clock expires and all that. And we've had some, really limited participation auctions. Well, there's a better look at those flashes I'm talking about. It's not going to be 35. It's whatever it takes. I tell you this all the time. This is why these shows are live. Some days you just got to like roll with the punches. You got to just take it. And you got to figure out a way. $3,500 we don't have, shocker. $3,000, let's do it. 60 seconds with a $3,000 open, or we can do even better than that. Let's go, forget about it. $2,500 to start. 60 seconds to get it going. A $10 increment only. So if you are not the first bidder, no problem, 10 bucks. Okay, I'll skip that salad for lunch. Oh, I couldn't get that for $10, never mind. Then what? 2 bottles of water, skip it and bid on the Tanzanite instead. Doesn't matter till we get the open, but we will. $2,500 only for this unbelievable, unmistakable, perfect look at all the reds coming through all the angles, the corners, the sides, the top, the bottom, the east, the west, the corner facets of the Asher are bringing you the red flashes. And we're looking, searching for $2,500. Who would have ever known? I love it. But we have 35 seconds remaining. 35 seconds. Oh my goodness. Could it happen again? Could we be on a one and done auction here again? Could it? Anything could happen today. Are we verifying an open with anybody? Because I'm seeing Will and Allison and Jason. You know what I'm going to do? Can you tell your verification or your caller who's verifying, can you tell them to hang on for a second? Because here's my issue. The only issue is this. I'm trying for the third time here today to get a little, and I think we may have the open, but I want to get everybody in. Because there may just be one caller, or there may be a few of you that haven't dialed in yet, and you're going, maybe? Or you're dialing now, or you're on the verge, or you're on the fence, as we say, that proverbial fence sitting that we do sometimes. I want to make sure we just give you a little, not a push, but a little nudge. I'm going to start lower than 25. And I have a very good feeling that if we leave it here for like 2 more seconds, we're going to have the open. And it's going to be a big old, I got it, I got the open. But I've been through some one and done auctions today, and I want to make sure we can get everybody a chance. Not just that open bidder and then everyone else says, well, it's already started, so I'll just bow out. I want to get you in. Let's not start at 25. Let's start at 24. Let's start at 24. Still going to do a $10 increment. I laugh because I feel like that should say 100, and it should, but it's going to be $10. And I'm not starting at 24 either, because actually I want to make sure that we get a lot of people a chance to own an Asher. It's not often we're going to see Ashers going forward. Just rest assured, know that. Because I don't want you to call me tomorrow and go, hey, I saw an Asher. Do you think you have another one? Nope. This is the one to get. 512. We're already at a super duper crazy low per carat. It's getting lower. Not 24, not 23, not 22. Help me, help me, help me. Oh, I know everyone's going to be saying it after today, going, oh, what did she do on that Tanzanite? What was she thinking? I got to get callers. I got to get a lot. Let's get a lot of you on the phone lines. Let's give everybody a chance. Open the door. 22, 21, forget about it. We'll go $2,000. $2,000 to start. And oh, I pray and hope, because I know we're going to get the open, but I want to get everybody in. And it's only a $10 increment. That's it. That's it. That's it. So don't worry if we get the open and it's not you. Okay, come on in. Be a part of it. Okay, so let's give it a look. And I'm like, what haven't I said? What haven't I said? Let me see. What else can we, anything else I can throw in there besides the gold color change for free and the sizing and the shipping for free? Are we still shipping for free too? Ooh, we are? Oh, goodness. No, we're shipping for free, yeah. And if you live in any of the other 49 states that don't say California, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, you don't even pay tax. If you don't live in CA, California, do we have $2,000? We got it, right? Okay, so we got 2,000. We've got $2,000. Don't tell me after all this, I'm still going to end up with one bidder. I should have just left it at 2,500, shouldn't I? I should have just left it at 25 if I'm going to have one bidder. Come on in. Not too late, though. Not too late. I haven't even put a clock on. At this rate, it's going to be a 40, how much time we got, Tony? 46 minutes? Should we just do a 46-minute clock, or would that be boring? 46 minutes, and we'll tell stories, and we'll just let everybody who comes in later, like if you join us at 12:30 or join us at the end of the show, you can still come on in and bid, because I'm going to need to get more bidders than just this one. I'm going to need a lot more bidders. But we're at 2,000. I'm kidding. We're not going to spend the 46 minutes on this. We're not going to. But I am thinking about moving it back up to 25. I can't do that. Can you imagine the hate that I would get? What did she do? She moved it back up. Well, we probably would have got 25. I think we would have had it. So I'm going to try it on again. I mean, look at all those colors. Oh, if you have never experienced blue wing, because I know we have so many new shoppers every day. We are just like, this is just, it's so fun to see all the brand new registers that every day we're turning a lot of people from viewers into shoppers and TVON family. And I'll tell you, this is the reason why, no doubt. You're tuning in and going, what in the world? I'm seeing the best Tanzanite I've ever seen. Yeah, it's the best in the world. And you've got a special connection in. As soon as you know TVON, that's your VIP connect. That's how you get connected into the best of the best. It's just that simple. And we have $2,000. I have $10 increments, and I'm looking for more. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably have to give it 2 minutes. I'm going to try it on again, though, too. Maybe that'll help, because there were a lot of reds. I mean, we talk about this being the worst light for the stone to be in. Let me show that. I'm actually going to block a light here, because when you get it at home and open that box, and if you're not familiar with blue wings, you're going to get a better saturation. Okay, look at that. I'm just blocked a light. Look at that now. Get a better saturation. Expect even better than this when you get it at home. See those reds, can you believe it? More powerfully than when you see it here on TV. Most things you get, I know, people have told me for many, many years, I've been shopping on TV at various places, and then it's, I shop somewhere and I'm going, oh, I expect this, grand old thing, but it looks nothing like it, right? And it's a different size than you imagine. I mean, sometimes there are challenges to shopping online or television. I'm right there with you. I do all my shopping online pretty much. And I will tell you, this is why I'm showing it to you on the hand. Get a good idea. And let me tell you, I have a long hand and longer fingers. I got to tell you, this is a big ring. So if you don't like big jewelry, I would probably just say maybe try it because I think for being a big ring and for being a big stone, it's still very wearable. Obviously, I like big jewelry, but I got to tell you, this is a beautiful way to get something that does have that size, which is so just, again, insanely priced here because of the stupid auction I'm doing. It's really, I mean, this was a bad idea. I should have left well enough alone. I'm about to clock it. I just want you to see it on the hand here because this is, on a bigger hand, it may look a little larger on you if you have a more petite frame, but I gotta say, what color, what stunner from this distance away to see the reds and the bright, vivid blues, and that's the difference. We don't just bring you purple Tanzanite. Everywhere else, it looks more purple like an amethyst. Ours does not look like an amethyst. That's probably the best part. Because amethyst, despite how affordable this is, amethyst is usually a lot more affordable than a Tanzanite. So I'm going to give it a last call here. I'm going to see if we have anybody else thinking about it, or if anybody hasn't come in yet. This is what the clock is really about. It's a last call because when the clock hits 0, we're going to sell it. So this is really about a last call. And here's what I'd encourage you to do. For those new shoppers out there that have maybe never shopped here or never bid on an auction before, you still have a money back guarantee. You get the ring at home in your gold color, in your size, ready to wear. When it arrives, you have all this time to think about it, look at it, see it in person. If it seems too good to be true, it probably should be. This price should not be happening. It's a TVON $79.99 piece. So you're right. It is a little too good to be true until you pick up the phone and you dial that phone number and You win the auction. That's what I'm hoping for you. I'm rooting for you. We're going to give it 2 minutes till we sell it. And when you see this at home and you wear it and then wear it out to that function, that lunch, go out, see your family and your friends and see what they think. Take it to your local jeweler who you trust, who you know. See what they think about your new Tanzanite. They're going to tell you, I've never seen a stone like that. And they haven't. And that's okay. And don't tell them what you paid. Let them think you spent, oh my, mega money to get this piece. I'm going to give it 2 minutes and we're going to sell it. Welcome to Saturday. And welcome to Blue Wing Block D. In our last of the really important, super sought after Asher cutting. Are we ready for our 2 minute clock? Promise me you're going to dial early so that you don't get left out. I don't want you to miss out by just a second. That'd be like that last shot that, oops, it was on the fingertips at the buzzer, so it doesn't count. Don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. 2 minutes. We sell it. We're looking for 2010. Crazy. I know. Take a look. Final call. Last chance. And we've got a final 2 minutes left. Questions? All right. Or you could power bid it up. You could power bid. I mean, you could power bid. 25 was that previous open I had in mind. We have 1:40 left, though. So 100 seconds to dial that phone number, 626-626-8700 is what you should be dialing into a phone right now. Dialing. Well, we don't really dial anymore, but you know what I mean. Just call. Just call. And I never say the phone number. But I'm going to say it. Because make sure you're dialing that phone number right now before the 75 seconds expires. Because when it does, I'm going to be up here saying that 4-letter word that I should never say. Well, I should never say it at this price. You know what it is. S-O-L. You know the word. I should not be saying it. It should be forbidden at this price for that ring. But we have 50 seconds now. 50 seconds. I cannot believe what I'm looking at. I didn't even calculate the per carat, but that's got to be under $400 a carat. Way under. It's got to be like 390, what, 390, 380, something like that. It's too low. With a carat 06 in diamonds, classic mounting, 35 seconds remaining now. 35 seconds. We're not leaving this here. That's the good news. Hey, it's going. I'm going to look at the positive here. The positive side is it's getting a great home, I hope. It's getting a good home. One way or the other, it's getting a good home. That's all there is to it. That's the win. Now, the loss, it's all in dollars. It's big, big, big dollar amounts. I am losing money on the ring. That's just a fact. And you know it because you know nobody is selling Tanzanite right now for $2,000 per carat, okay? Nobody. We were at the wholesale trade show, right, in Tucson last month. Nobody's selling regular Tanzanite for $2,000 a carat. We're up here with the best in the world. Look at it. With a carat 06 in diamonds, set in a precious metal of your choosing, meaning gold, yellow, white, rose, and we're at $2,000 for the whole ring, or do we have 2010, 2020? I don't know. This is such and the reds, I'm seeing it. Every angle of this Asher cut is showing off reds. This is unheard of. Okay, where are we at? Tell me, hit me with it. Give me the bad news. Final chance, final call, last. Oh, yeah, that is just wild. All right, going once, going twice. Do we have it? Do you have 2010 or more? You got it? Yes, no? Sold. Congratulations. There's that word. Let me show you this. I do have a very large, see, I'm not even ready for it. I'm not even ready to move on. I'm just waiting to hear 2,500 or more, and I didn't get it. Let's take a look at a white diamond ring, which we hardly ever see. A huge white diamond. Sometimes I'll have a half carat. I had one on earlier in the week. We'll see a half carat, maybe a 70 pointer. How about a 101 certified white diamond that is item number 7484? That's what I'm talking about. That would be our 101. Oh, one more thing. We set it all in 18 karat gold on 7484. 18 karat solid, 101 cushion cut, center, carat 05, double halo around it. And we got a deal on a white diamond right here, right now for you. a big deal, a really big deal. I'm going to show you the cert. So GIA certs are important with diamonds because there are other certs for diamonds and they don't matter a whole lot. Oh, see, what's not in my bag information is what's already on the graphic because I've no doubt added this before. The cert is going to tell you everything you need to know about your diamond, right down to the fluorescence of the stone, the symmetry and polish of the stone, but this is what's important here. Grading results. The size at 101, the color at H, and in clarity grading, VS2 on a 101 stone. Impressive. And this is going to be the actual diagram of your clarity, front and back of your stone, if it were that size. Then you've got, of course, this is your key, we'll call it, the colors of diamonds and the clarity. This is the universal color and clarity gradings that GIA and the world have adopted. And basically, H being that upper echelon of the near colorless region there. So really strong. That's a really good color. It's just what it means is there's really no color to it. Because you have to start getting into this lower JKL to start seeing some body color, which is the browns and yellows we see in diamonds that we don't want to see in diamonds, because that means they're worse, right? We want to see white diamonds if it is a white diamond. We want to see as pure as it can be. We don't want to see the browns, what we call body color. Sometimes it reads as a brown to the eye. Sometimes it reads as more like a lighter yellow. This is just, again, white gold, white diamonds around it on a white backdrop. So it looks, I don't know about you guys, but this center stone looks even, to me, it looks even whiter and brighter than even the side stones, which are really all in the same kind of grading. So 101 plus 105, that would be 206, but let's make sure, and that's a lot, but let's make sure you understand that 101 is very important in the center. And we're thrilled to bring it to you at a big value. So you get the cert with it. It is going to stay in the white gold here only, which highly advised considering all those diamonds look the way they do. Classic kind of style. I mean, this could be engagement ring worthy. This could be an upgrade to a wedding set. You've got the finished under gallery in that 18 karat gold as well. Let me go ahead and try it on, and looks like I need to polish the stone a little bit, but take a look at it on. And it even sits fairly low profile for being a double halo with that bigger center stone. Let me show you from the side because, you know, take that into consideration. You're probably going to be wearing it every day, so it doesn't sit up all that high off the hand if that is a priority of yours and something you take into account, which, you know, always something to think about. If you are wearing a ring as frequently as you would a diamond ring that is obviously durable, meant to be worn every day, I believe it's the reason we all wear it. It's become a tradition, more or less, to wear diamonds on the daily for most people is because they are so durable. And they go with everything, and they're generally universally liked and loved, but they have durability. Put it through the paces, knock it around. Not on purpose, of course. I would never want to do that. I'm not going to go bing, bing. But this is really where diamonds can put up with it. They can handle your everyday lifestyle. And we have this one. So it's my only big 1 carat ladies diamond ring, and it's no longer going to be $99.99. There's one only. Let's blow it out right now. And I've had, over the years, a few white diamonds that have been certified by GIA that are 1 carat. They are never this price. And we've had 1 carats, you guys know this, when we have a 1 carat that's not certified, it should be less. This one comes with the cert. There's usually, that's a huge upgrade to have that documentation, to have some of the best gemologists in the world who have done their strict verifications and validations, because everything, the reason I say, and it's a horrible thing to say, but it's true, and you need to know this, because people who buy diamonds with other certs from these other lesser known labs, they're more lenient. Believe it or not. Remember, it's a bit subjective. When you're asking a human being to grade a diamond, it's not like putting it in a machine and it pops out with a report. You've still got a human element, and that human element is using their own judgment, and they're using their own education and knowledge, and they're using their own eyesight and the information they gather from all the up-close testing they do and looking at it as magnified as they do to give you those clarity and color outputs. And that's why there can be a little leniency. And GIA is known to have the strictest standards. So it's when I say to people who are shopping, most commonly it's for engagement rings or white diamond wedding rings or wedding sets or what have you, and they're saying, if I say, do you want a cert or not, they're asking, what's the big deal and why do I need one? Then if they decide, yes, I want a cert because it's an important piece, most people, their diamond ring is going to be the most valuable piece of jewelry they ever own. And because they're wearing it every day and you may want to have it appraised or insured, this is why if you're going to go certified, go GIA, because you could see the same cert from the GIA label a diamond as an HVS2, and then somebody else, a lesser lab that has less integrity, they might label it as even more so. And then you're not getting an accurate reading. So it really is the strictest standard. It's what we go on. The GIA certs are really what matters in certificates on diamonds. And color's a little different, but diamonds, it's GIA all the way. There's not even, having any other cert is almost like not having one. So this is where you're getting all that, and it's not even $99.99. Give it 30 seconds, you know what, it probably will go. I'm gonna make it a huge discount before we give it 60 seconds and make sure it goes. Take a look at it, it's not gonna be $99.99. That's just information that I think is valuable to have if you're helping, you know, people shop for engagement rings, the younger generation. Just you know, feel free to impart that knowledge, because I think that diamond shopping is very intimidating. You can go to school for years and years and years to be well versed on diamonds. So if any information we can give you here that helps you shop for diamonds here or anywhere else, or to help somebody else shop for diamonds, I think is valuable. But it's going to be really affordable. We're going to make it just easy. And the lowest price I've had on 1 carats is typically right around $6,500 here on this show. This is giving you the 105 on the sides, and it's not even close to 65. And it's not even $6,000, and it's not $59.99, which right there puts it as one of the most affordable we've had, if not the most affordable ever. But it's not going to be $59.99. This is what's so ludicrous about this. I mean, here we are continuing the madness. It's not even $59.99. We only have one. Let's blow it out. $4,999. That's it. $4,999. One caller. Let's try it on again, and then we're going to be on our way. Comes with the GIA cert. That is invaluable. Really is. Got to have one if you really want to know specifically and exactly and precisely what your diamond quality is all about. That's what you have, and the fact it's a VS2 101, amazing. And you can read the color. See, that's what I emphasize more of the clarity, because the color is something we can all see and evaluate on our own. You know the difference between, if there was, let me zoom in even further. You know if there's brown, you would see it. Clarity is tougher to do because you need tremendous magnification. Our cameras are doing that for you better than your naked eye can. So that's number one. But the kind of up-close magnification that GIA uses is how they can determine those little subtle differences between even a VS1 and a VS2, or an SI1 or an SI2. That's how, so those are what I harp on the most, because we can see, if that had brown, you would see it. It doesn't. So I'm not as into the color. You're seeing that on TV. You as a human, no matter what your education level is on diamonds, you can see that. But what you can't always detect is differences between those clarity gradings, and that's why that is most important. And to have a huge stone like this that's a VS2, where it's almost like, I say this too, I always say that's what you need. If you really care about clarity, don't even bother going any further than a VS2 in a diamond ring. Here's why. Unless money is no object. But I rarely run into people where I work with them and they say, oh, Lolo, money's no object. Everybody has a budget. Even really, really, really wealthy people, they have a budget. So people don't usually say, I can spend whatever, $85 million on a diamond. If you can, go flawless. But with a 1 carat, there's no need to go any further up in clarity. It's not going to look any different, because once you're in that no eye visible imperfection range, there's really no point in spending all that extra money that it would take to get a higher clarity grading. Does that make sense? So it's here. If you'd like it, 30 seconds, we're going to give it up close. I need you to see it one more time. That is a fabulous looking stone. All right, so that's got all the quality that I think we can handle, and like I said, if you certainly went to a higher clarity grading, there would be a very large extra expense to do it, and it's not necessary. From the naked eye, it's not necessary. And how many people are going to get up to your diamond with a magnifier that is strong enough to show you every little last detail of your diamond? Not many people. So as long as it's eye clean, and as long as it's even clean really up close like it is now, you're good to go. And wouldn't be a whole lot of sense in going even to the VVS category or the flawless or internally flawless category. So that's my advice on diamonds that I want you to just, not just with this ring, but carry through all your diamond shopping for the rest of time. $49.99 on this one should be gone. If we have any requests here, we're down to our last 27 minutes in the show. So if there's anything we can recap, then please do let me know what we can show you again or what we can recap for you from earlier in the show. We'll check and see if it's still available. Have a demantoid here. Let's get to it. Out of Russia. Loving this one. And it's a big stone. 7311. Coming up next. This will be our 70 point. It's a good one. Call me on the diamond. Pieces have been doing that. They'll stick around for a moment and then boom, right after they go off the air, they've been going. So make sure you just dial in early. Let's take a look at 7311 with that. Remember I had the round and the real crazy mounting, that funky swirl, yellow and white. A lot of people probably said great demantoid, but if you need a little bit more classic of a style, we try to have jewelry for everybody. We like to have the classics. We like to have the unusual. I mean, we broadcast to a nationwide audience. We have different people. We could have people in the same household that watch that like different things. So we really have to really give you great breadth of variety in our designs. And this is more traditional. It's even one of what we consider a signature mounting here, 70 points plus 72 points in the diamonds to go around your very clean, very bright, super neon Russian demantoid. It's in the yellow gold now. You can get white gold or rose gold, of course. And this would be, well, it's $49.99. Here's the inherent problem with that. I did bring out a demantoid, not realizing that I had a 70 point basically on deck. And I brought out a carat 22 earlier that I ended up dropping in price to a level that, yeah, should not have happened. It's still here. So that's the other factor. That's even still here. But that could have been the mounting. That was a really large, you know, oversized, kind of rounded everyday mounting. I think, rather, maybe not every day. This one I think is more every day. So you still get a huge demantoid at almost 3/4 of a carat. So this is the problem. I'm supposed to get $49.99 today. I think everyone's right now collectively saying, yeah, but you had a carat 22 for $34.99. So why would I spend $5,000 on a 70 point stone? And you make a valid point. So now I got to find a way to make this less when that's the price. And it's right there. So we're going to do it, but it's going to have to be another auction. Another auction. Oh, good. They've been going so well. And you know what? It's good. We're just going to make sure we start really, really low, and we'll get everybody in. I hope. At least everybody's looking for Russian demantoid. Although I'll tell you this. We had Tanzanite on auction a few minutes ago. Some people already have Tanzanites and may just hold back because they already have one. You probably don't have a Russian demantoid. Not a lot of the population does. So I would invite you in today on this one because this is a moment to get a Russian demantoid, which overall most people will never own because they're not out there. I have yet to see one in a retail store. Museums, yes. Wholesale trade shows, yes. But retail, like just walk in as, you know, someone from the public just walk into a store and see their demantoid collection, no go. So this is your chance to pick one up. And I'm making it really, really affordable so that, again, I know what I'm up against with these auctions today. I know we're going to start low, and we're going to start a lot lower than $4,000 to open. This may, I will tell you, the whole point of this is to open the door to get people in on Russian demantoid of a big size that usually is unattainable because of the price. Even here, with all we do with values, it is a pricey stone. These are obviously rare. They consider 10 points a large size. They consider 25 points a really large size. So to get 70 points, which the diameter very similar to a 1 carat, so the look is even larger than 70 points. I'm going to do less than $4,000 to start. How about we skip over 35 and skip over 3 and skip over $2,500? We're setting all kinds of records in pricing today, and we only have 23 minutes left to do it. So I say, let's fit in a few more. Why stop now? Let's keep losing money. You win, we lose. Here's what I do. Not even going to be $2,500. I'm starting at $2,000 to start on a 70-point Russian demantoid. Take a look, almost 3/4 of a carat in diamonds as well, and any gold you want. But that is, you know what? Now I'm stuck with the idea of setting records. We certainly had that on an Asher Tanzanite, right? So how about we continue with a Far more rare stone. It is. That's a fact. And I'm going to try it on, and I'm thinking, like I said, we've got now 22 minutes, so why not? Let's keep it going. I'm not starting at $2,000 either. This is a stone that I bet most people watching at this moment do not yet have. Could this be the moment you try it? See what all the fuss is about. There is a stone here that is extremely rare, but what we love about it is dispersion higher than diamond. Remember what we were just talking about that white diamond? And one of the beauty payoffs of diamonds is why we love them, because they're brilliant and they give us scintillation and brilliance and fireworks and all the colors of the rainbow. This does it even better than diamonds are even capable of, yet with this striking, stunning, neon bright green color. I even say if you're like into emeralds and you're going, emeralds are never clean, I don't know, just take a demantoid. More sparkle, brighter green, totally unique. Not even $2,000 to start, it's not working. So here's what we do. Yeah, record, that's exactly what we're talking right now. Not starting at 19, 18, 17. I try those numbers, it makes more sense, but you know what? It's not a round number. Still doesn't look right on the auction starting bid. So I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna drop it down from 17 to 16 to 15, and we're gonna start at $1,500 on a Russian demantoid, a 70 pointer with all those diamonds around it, completely classic style mounting, and it's going to be $1,500. This might as well, these are gem tweezers. They should be a magic wand, because whatever's happening here on this Saturday that has provoked me to do such wild, crazy, stupid things with these little tiny opens. I mean, they're tiny opens. And a 70 pointer up for grabs for $1,500 to open. We did $10 increments on the last one. I'm going to do it again. Take a look. Now that is how we can make demantoid affordable. Allison, go ahead. I knew it before you even asked the question, because that's what new registers ask. Because if they are used to seeing stones referred to as AAA or AA out there in the rest of the world, that's sometimes how people will refer to Tanzanites. Typically, so this is a great question. Blue wings are typically on par with what we call a 5A grade, which is almost a mythical level, because there's always been, for a long time, they talked about Tanzanites in single, double, and AAA for many, many years. And then what happened was when block D was discovered, the D block was discovered, it was a little bit better than what they'd always considered the best, which was AAA. So they sort of said, okay, we need to adopt a 4A grade. And now when blue wing block D, which remember is a specific vein of the D block, when that was discovered, and that was an even higher saturation than regular D block, that's why it's considered 5A grade, if you're looking at it on that scale. So yes, it's not what we really refer to. We don't use the A gradings. Typically, we don't call our stones single, double, AAA. See, for me, that references like lower leagues in professional baseball. That's what that means to me. So we don't usually use those for gems, but what it means is if you're putting blue wing block D in that categorization, it'd be more on par with a 5A grade. It is the literal best that's ever been mined from the mine, which of course there's only one mine. And we don't have $1,500 on this demantoid yet. So 60 seconds, I guess we could do just to make sure we don't have an open at $1,500, but I would be surprised if we don't. If we are all, I hope we're not chopped out yet, because we still have 18 minutes left in the show, and we can still really, really make your Saturday extra special here. If there's anything we can pop in for you, if you needed a look at something. I do have an Imperial Topaz I really want to bring out that's in a bridge that's a very special Imperial. Got a good one there, so we're looking forward to that. And hi, Rita. Thank you. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but yeah, 7484, I think I do know. Yeah, she was like, that was a gorgeous ring. Yes, it was. I agree. I really agree. So here we go. Last call, no open on the demantoid. Okay. So I may have now escaped losing money on that one just because no open. I do have an Imperial in the bridge. This has been long been one of my favorite Imperials. We've had some good ones. But this Imperial, look at that. It's more pink than it is orange. It really is. If I had to ratio that out, I would say you've got a good, I don't know, 90% pink, 10% golden orange. I mean, it just reads as this Padparasha-esque, what? Do we have the open on the auction? I figured we might. Hold on. I think there was just a little extra delay there, Tone. So we're going to get to that Imperial. It looks like we're verifying the open. Let me make sure it is 100% verified here at $1,500 on the demantoid. Looks like we had some late bloomers here on the auction. I knew I couldn't escape that. I couldn't escape losing money on that ring. Because, you know, technically if we don't get the open, we don't sell it. It was just a potential money loss. Now if we sell it, it's losing money for real. So we have 15, right? Will, Jason, Jess? Will, can we rename you Jill? Because everyone's got to have a J name here, you know? So could you go by, no, Jill. We usually do J names here, you know, yeah. For a while there, see, Jalen, you fit in fine, but Will is really upsetting what do they say? Upsetting the apple cart? Something like that, yeah. Who let that W name in? You can't have a W name and work here. Tony and I are the only ones allowed to have other names that don't start with J. Okay, 15, do we have it? We got it? All right, so it's a $10 increment. We're going to give it a final call because now I really want to show the Imperial. I really want to show the Imperial. So we've got 15. Okay, so doesn't look like we're going to get much activity here either. End of the show, 15 minutes left. Glad you're with us. Hey, let us know if you have any requests too, because we're wrapping up shortly. A lot of people like to wait till that last second of the show. Then we don't always have time, so call us right now. Well, not maybe right now, but after the auction, because we're going to wrap this up. We're going to give it 2 minutes. We want to leave our lines open for bidders here, potential bidders that we have coming in. I've not had a Russian demantoid at this size at this price, so that's what makes this a really cool deal. Great chance to pick it up. Lines here available for you to jump in. We're only looking for a $10 advance as well. So we've got the open. We're at 15. It's in danger of actually selling at 15, but of course that should not leave you out of the mix here, because when it comes down to it, if you think 1510, well, here's the problem. It's a $5,000 ring. Should have been getting $5,000, don't have it, didn't get it, did something earlier, it kind of snowballed, led to this. One demantoid value leads to another, but this value is beyond. I was supposed to, and look, I was at $2,000, didn't get it. So that's how we just kept on tumbling. So it's like we're going backwards for you. And so it's not the auction day, but it's working because we get to get you the value of a lifetime. And this being one of the rarest stones that ever, you don't get much rarer than a Russian demantoid. So the fact that we have that level of rarity for a tiny price makes it all the more value. That's even more of an opportunity. So we're going to give it a 2-minute clock. You know the drill. If you're a newer shopper, you're going 2-minute clock. What's going on? Phone number, ring, 1500, what's happening? Only looking for $10 advances. 1510 is the next minimum bid. You can go in power bids, but we have 2 minutes till we sell it. So we wrap it up in 120 seconds. They begin now. Take a look. Any gold you want, any size you need, yes. And try it on again, I will do, yes. And show the back. I can do that now. That's actually going to be, well, notice the split shank on the sides, part of the design element there. So we leave it open in the back, but it's still comfortable. This is not an oversized ring that needs any extra gold, what have you. This is a classic style. I've been selling this ring on TV for 20 years. This design, not this exact ring, but the design. The design with various different stones in it. It is a classic. And the fact that it's still going strong and still appealing 20 years later, I think that immediately puts it in a classic category, no doubt. There it is. We're looking for 1510 or more. Last chance, last call, yes. Anybody verifying? Final call, minute 10. Ooh, and that's in the yellow. I personally, yeah, I do white. That's me. I would like the white gold with this just because there's not a lot of gold exposed. So I look at it that way. I say, well, if it's the diamonds you're going to see primarily and the demantoid, I say just go with the white gold and let that gold kind of melt into the diamonds, or the diamonds melt into the gold, I guess you would say. But it's at 15. We have 45 seconds now, counting down till our winner will be revealed. And then we're going to get to that Imperial Topaz. In the bridge, I'll get you a nice markdown. There's a new price on that Imperial. So even if you've seen it and you know it, there's a new price. It's going to save you a lot more. And then there's a heart-shaped ruby. If anybody wants a heart-shaped ruby, you don't get those very often, but they're always in demand. Mother's Day coming up. Think about that. Mama's Day. When is it this year? Shall we look? Let's start the countdown now. Is it not till May 14th? Oh my goodness, it's late this year. May 14th, Mother's Day. Oh, guess when Cinco de Mayo is this year, Tony? It's on a Friday. Oh, and guess who's not here on Fridays anymore? Miss Cinco de Mayo. Okay, and then what else do we have? Easter. Well, we know that's on a Monday, right? That's what someone here once famously said. But it is on Sunday the 9th. Okay. Easter Monday. Easter Sunday. Okay. Do we have 1510? I can't tell. We got a lot of people on the lines. I don't know who's on the auction, who's not on the auction. Are we ready for the Imperial? Do we have 1510, yes or no? Got it, yes, no? Sold. Congratulations, that's gone. Let's show the Imperial in full. Detail, that's going to be item number 9785. In the bridge. Looking good. Looking real good because it's got all the pink. You're still seeing that clarity through it. It's got that great transparency. We still have our 1 carat 01 diamond ring, GIA certified. But here is the 148. Oro preto, mostly pink, just a little bit of golden color. One only, carat 05 in diamonds in a triple row bridge. It's really 5 rows, but I always refer to first. How many rows are underneath? That's the real cool part there. Triple row, running underneath, top and bottom, almost look like they're holding that stone. Don't worry, that stone is securely set. It's got prongs, it's got a basket, it's got everything. All that being suspended or lifted or presented by those 2 outer rows. It's in the yellow now. You can change that if you want to. And this is our new markdown on one of always my favorites in all the Imperials we've had. And boy, we've been bringing good ones of late, haven't we? They've been incredible. But this one, extra special and one source and all natural, all the things, but it's no longer $49.99 or $39.99 or I don't know how, but it's not even $29.99. I love that price and love that value on this stone. We're making it even better. I'm going to blow it out. This is our lowest price. We just need to make sure this one goes. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It is so rare. This is normally a yellow stone. It normally is yellow or maybe a really what's considered a good stone has got a little bit of golden orangey, kind of like a honey color. That is not this stone. This is another step up. If any Imperial exhibits any pink, even if it's just a little hint, whisper, or kiss of pink, that's putting it up into that elite level. This one's primarily pink. Again, I'm calling it like 90-10, pink to orange respectively. It's not 29, it's not 28, it's not 27.99. It's for one caller. We're going to blow it out, $2,699 only. $26.99 instead, and it will be a bye-bye long gone. Right now in the yellow, notice again, bridge, you don't see a lot of gold, so it doesn't really, it's not going to be a huge difference maker, but still choose it how you want it. Get it exactly just right, perfect for you. So $26.99 as we take another close-up look at it. And then if you have any requests, we're down to only 8.5 minutes left in the show now, 8.5. So that's not a lot of time. So let me know what you'd like to see before we go, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow. Ooh, and tomorrow. And don't forget, we have a major premiere coming up on Wednesday. It's not a premiere, meaning not a stone we've never seen before, but it's a stone we haven't had in a while that last time it was here, it was sort of crazy nuts popular. So we're going to get you some more. We just got some new ones. We're building the rings now. They'll be ready on Wednesday. So very important premiere coming up on a highly dispersive, super, super rare, beautiful, beautiful stone coming up on Wednesday. So just want to keep reminding you of that. So you can mark your calendars, make a note. And then also, what do we have left? The diamond ring? Yes. A couple of our rubies that we showed by request are here. Oh, the blue garnet. The blue garnet, color changing garnets here for $9.99. I had, oh, and a color change sapphire too. We had a color change sapphire and a blue garnet. So a couple of really cool exotic color changing stones that were here today. You can call and ask about those. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. Tomorrow we have a very special show, but that's a given, right? Sundays are always very special. So make sure you're with me tomorrow morning. Starts at the same time, 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. we will have quite the showcase for you for our big Sunday. And then, well, let's just do a quick blowout on a 227 Cashmere, shall we? Cashmere sapphire. We had some Winza sapphires earlier. Let's show you the Cashmere, and it's going to be item number 0034. So the Imperial here at the moment, but again, a lot of pieces have been going just after the fact. I'm going to give this another look because I actually premiered it on a weeknight. I want to give the weekend shoppers a chance here on 0034, which is going to be that big 227 Cashmere. It needs a little polish. It's a 227 and it's GIA certified. All natural. The Cashmeres typically are, and I'll take a quick look at it on the hand here. It's a cushion cut, almost square. Looks almost like an oval when you see it set that way with the baguettes and the rounds going around it. That'll be a carat 44. In diamonds in total weight, stays in the white gold. GIA cert's going to tell you all about the fact that it is Cashmere, where that mine was located at least 100 years ago when it was mined. Last mine too. There hasn't been any recent mining there. Also, you have an unheated stone, which it'll also be noted in the cert for you. It was $12,999. Today it is not, giving you a huge value, and that's got a lot of clarity for any sapphire. The sapphire that's glowing like that, if it's sapphire or ruby, we don't expect to see a lot of that glow or that sheen. This one has it. Love the individual larger baguettes, but they're also, if you're noticing, there are some marquise cuts there as well, creating almost that first halo, and then on the outside of that, it's the rounds and the baguettes sort of intersecting. We're going to show you the cert. This is going to be your sapphire cert, but it is GIA. The photograph is on the lower third with the GIA seal. The really pertinent information is right here in the middle. With the stone was loose at one point when it was certified. 227 is the carat weight, 7.8 by 8.5. So again, almost square, and then it tells you where those mines were located, basically at the border of Pakistan there. And obviously, oh, look at that. It's got the origin listed here as well with the no indications of any heat treatment. And then really the pertinent information about what kind of step and clarity you're getting. So the step cutting, the clarity, transparency, all the things that really couldn't be better. Red, purple too. So it's kind of bordering ruby to sapphire in its quality. And we'll show you what we can do here on a nice reduction in this price on one of the rarest stones I can bring. And we've had a lot of rarities today. Corner rupine included, Winza sapphires included. This is more of a well-known rarity, not one of those super obscure stones. We've all heard of sapphire. It's just the location. It's the origin of this stone that makes it extra, extra rare. And we're going to blow it out for only, yeah, I was going to do $99.99, but I'm thinking better on a Saturday here at the end of the show. A lot of people dialing in and getting those last pieces they can't stop thinking about. That's advisable. And we're going to do, you know what, instead of skip over 8 or 7 or even $6,000, and we'll make it $59.99 to the first caller on our unheated Cashmere ruby sapphire. I mean, it really is. It's definitely got that pinky violet tone. So it's a pinky purple combo, which is why it's bordering on, they said red to purple on the cert, which is why it's bordering on ruby to sapphire. And we only have, of course, just that one. So $59.99. If there's anything else we can give you a quick look at, please let me know. Be happy to do that if there's anything else we can pop in. That's the thing. If you're thinking about something, maybe we just need another look at it. That'll help make the decision yay or nay. But $59.99 on this one. Really good. And great mounting with a carat 44 in really specialty diamonds because 3 different cuts, 3 different sizes, bigger and smaller diamonds together. I just want to remind you also, this one is the only aqua from the day. We had 2 incredible aquas here, and specialty mountings have been a thing. Look at this. That's the mounting that has the baguettes and the rounds with the aqua. This aqua, I still think one of our better values of the day, but it still happens to be here. This would be item number 0023. And this pear shape, which is 454 in size, which has all those big diamonds around it and an undergallery. Inside the basket, huge baguettes that go every which way, and then you've got the round brilliance filling that in. That's $127. That one's $29.99. The emerald cut that was presented with it side by side is spoken for, but the pear shape, just wanted to give that another look if you joined us a little bit later and missed it earlier. Last call. We have about 2.5 minutes. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That is noon Central time, 1 p.m. Eastern. That's when we start our Sunday. And we're going to count down to the official start of spring tomorrow. We've got a very big Sunday for you. Lots of special pieces planned. I'm going to try this on the hand one more time for you in this pear shape. That is a lot of diamond weight and a really special Sierra Santa Maria for only $29.99. Huge value there. for an incredible stone and all the saturation you want. Best of aqua that's ever been mined, also mined out. Much like the Cashmere sapphires, mined out. So are the Sierra Santa Marias out of Brazil, mined out. You can see our countdown clock is running, so 2 minutes counting down in our Saturday. If you have any questions left on anything from the show, we've had 3 hours and a ton of jewelry. So if there's anything you want to check on, or if there's anything you want to make a request on that you want us to be sure and put in tomorrow's show for you, we can do that as well. Call us for any reason, because we go off the air in about 1:30. We are here for a few minutes at the same phone number after we go off the air, so make sure you're dialing in. Definitely pick this one up. Or I think the Imperial and the Bridge is still here. So 2 great pieces for, well, under $3,000 on the Aqua, $26.99 on the Imperial and the Bridge. Cashmere is here for $59.99. Highly recommend that one as well. Thanks again for being with us today. Big Saturday. Hey, congrats if you got something. I mean, we appreciate everybody watching always, but you know what? If you pick something up today, give yourself an extra special pat on the back, because the values today have been so incredible. So thank you for being here to be a part of it and make those values your own. We appreciate our TVON family, a lot of our new shoppers. I heard from a lot of old friends today as well. So thank you all so much. We're back tomorrow to do it again, our 2 daytime shows on Saturday and Sunday, and we're so excited about our Sunday lineup. I cannot wait to share everything that we have planned for you tomorrow. A lot of brand new, some big closeouts. We'll keep the values that we saw in our Saturday show. We'll keep them rolling tomorrow. So a lot of big discounts coming your way for our finale of our week and our last, I guess, official day of winter. So that'll be, I know, probably welcome for a lot of people. So including us, I think, right? We're ready for springtime, even though it may, you know, whenever spring decides to start, at least officially it begins on Monday. So we'll be with you to celebrate for our Sunday. So join me tomorrow, 10 a.m. That's Pacific, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. We got 3 big hours live for you tomorrow. Hope to see you all there then. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and thank you so much for being with us on this amazing day. Appreciate you all so much. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.